Like, you can clear that up in text. Just problem solved. I find it
Right.
helpful. With the couple I played in person, we had a group chat, and I'm like, let's like talk about shit in the group chat, and it's an out of character thing, not an in character thing. So we could if you want to do role play moments interspersed, but just like, hey, here's what we're thinking, here's our thoughts. Boom.
No, I
Easy,
think it was a
wide
great
variety.
idea. And I agree. I think it makes the DM's job a little easier.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we're back with some more Dungeons and Dragons. The Clutch campaign.
Yeah, we are.
Who wants to recap what happened last time? I'm already live, so.
Not Vigo.
Oh, fantastic.
Not Vigo. That's just because Catrick did it for last week's group for Tuesday.
Hell yes.
I think that was a good 15-minute recap too. I loved
Which
it.
we needed, but
Yep.
that's a Catrick recap.
While you're recapping, I'll be right back. I need to get some water. Slacker
Okay.
DM is slacking today.
Always get water.
Okay, who's starting the recap?
I can. So last week we started separating into ways to gain information on the castle, get into it so we can eventually sneak in and flip the town. A couple notable things happened. We did discover a blind spot. We give approximately 20 seconds in this back left corner. I marked approximately where I think it is right here on the map.
Concur.
I met a wig merchant, which the rest of you wanted to check out today, I believe.
Yes.
And we found out some stuff about just the town in general. The mayor's basically a figurehead. Ian just runs the town. We don't know who's running it when he's not around. The guards are handpicked by him, so that kind of ixnayed my current plan. Mood did some faux druid stuff, which I'm interested to see what happens there. And there's just a general unrest in the town. Like, they just don't seem happy with the amount of brutality present. So we're a little confused by that. We found out I'm looking at my notes. So if anyone else has other things they wish to contribute to it, that's the end of my notes from last week.
I mean, the only thing I can add is, I started moving furniture for a living. And it's not a bad job. He treats us pretty well.
You also mentioned that Vigo made contact with the local Thieves Guild, and he's waiting for a second meeting with them this week. Plus, Melisande got a job mucking out stables, which she did very well.
Yes. Yes.
Castrick lives.
There's another.
Did we miss something else? I think that's everything.
For the most part, yeah.
So, Mood, anything to add?
I don't think.
Somebody's got a hot mic.
Yep, that's me. I'm closing my door. My brother is shouting, and I'm lowering my threshold.
Mood, anything to add?
There is no mood, only Zool.
Well, he was here earlier.
Was he the one who said he stepped away to grab a drink, or was that?
No, that was the
That was
boss.
Brandon.
Okay.
I will have to step away in about 10 minutes and grab laundry, but that's about it. Out of character, I don't know if any, just for anyone watching, Vigo and I were discussing a plan to possibly get into the keep using that blind spot. Which whether that gets tested today, I don't know.
Possibly there is a. Would like to have a bit of a conversation with the local guild to see if they can answer any of our questions. We had a few of them answered out of game, and
That document.
yep. So
Why
I
is
think
it? Brandon, fix the back shading on this. I can't read it.
On what?
The unseen dust document. You have the it's highlighted.
I have
in
dark.
white,
I
you
have
can't
dark.
see it.
I have dark mode enabled, so I can see it very well.
Oh, I also have dark mode enabled, and I can't see it.
Well, that sucks for you then, nerd, doesn't it?
All right, fine. Be that way. I'll just
Just
highlight
drag
it
your
then.
cursor. Yeah.
What I'm doing.
Okay, so the unseen dust document tells us we came up with a number of questions. 3 of them got answered offline, and the questions were: are there other guilds or organizations not wanting to be seen by the city leadership? The answer was no. The next question was,
Did that fix it?
thank you, Brendan. Yes, it did. Has anyone raided the keep before, and if so, what happened? The answer we got back was none were brave enough to try, to the TG knowledge. And I don't know what TG
T-skill.
stands for. T-skill now,
T-skill.
thank you. Okay.
I
And
assume.
the last one was, what's up with the
Yes.
guard payoff? And it's a fee actually to have the guards check the goods being delivered to the keep instead of just being turned away immediately.
So it's a
So,
parking ticket.
Um,
It's like it's generating revenue for the city.
It's like a tariff.
It's only 1 gold though, so
it's a tariff.
That's a day's wages.
I mean, for you.
Okay.
This is the government. They probably are overpaying. You know, that's a 10 gold chair. They're paying 100. That sounds like the government to me.
All right, fair point.
Vigo would like to open a woodworking shop to make chairs to sell to the keep.
You know what? You have a good furniture mover already in the party, so I mean you're halfway there to getting your furniture to the keep already. So
So make it for 10, pay 1 for 11, get paid back 100. You still making an 89 gold profit on a chair. Yeah, that's a good deal.
and for moving it, I'm only getting paid silver a day. So I mean, like you're in the green by far.
It's yeah. Well, I don't. Last I checked, this wasn't wood shop and crafting.
Well, not with that attitude.
Hey, you guys can do whatever you want as long as you guys are happy.
Whatever I want.
All right,
Yeah.
just hear me out though. If we all become
Hold on.
furniture makers, we never have to deal with Vance again and his teleportation.
Vigo considers
just-
this.
What if we just monopolized the teleportation network and privatized it so nobody had to deal with Vance?
Vigo
Well,
seconds
how-
and thirds that motion.
That sounds a lot further down the line, man. How are we gonna get there?
Well, Mood can teleport people.
But at such a limit, at such a range. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, in order to really monopolize it and take it over, we're gonna need to be able to do it quite frequently.
It's just a matter of money and time at that point.
I think it's more about time. How many times can we do it a day? You know?
I mean, from what we
Yeah.
can tell, Moot can do it a lot of times per day.
I mean, he does have a lot of eggs.
I think you're getting the wrong it involved. All right, so our Drake Warden is under the weather right now, so she is listening to the game and
Mhm.
commenting in Discord, but not actually playing present.
Correct.
Which is fine. So we wish her the best.
A speedy
All
recovery.
right. Yes, speedy recovery. Okay, so Mood is going to actually do some identification spells for us, I think, if he's back from whatever he's been doing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, apparently we have a bunch of loot in the party loot that I didn't know existed. Otherwise, I'd be harping on it since I've gotten the ability a while ago. Woo!
All right. So the only thing you don't know is you have a leather bracelet that's a bracelets of defense, and a fancy necklace that is an amulet of protection +1.
Wasn't the other
The
stuff
rest of that
magical
is
too?
non-magical?
That's the only thing written down in my GM notes.
I'm sharing my screen, so you see what I'm looking. This is what
Bracelets
I
of
have.
defense plus what?
+1.
And the necklace was what again?
The necklace is a amulet of protection +1. Yeah, the bracer just yeah, that's what I got on my screen too.
Oh, okay. It's one of those like just items said that need to be identified as magical. And I don't
Well, okay, so you take the time to try and identify these other items. They're not magical. I guess
Okay.
I guess that's a better way to put it. My apologies.
Okay.
I would give Mood credit for doing a detect magic first and going, yeah, this is plain. These two are special.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, all right. Okay, so those are up there. Anybody want those?
I will definitely take at least one of the braces or at least one of the plus ones. Isn't that just a plus 1 to AC? I don't remember off the top of my
Right.
head.
Yes.
Both of them. I'll take one of them. I don't necessarily need both. But if no one else wants them, I will take them.
I could use one of the other ones. I could probably use the amulet more than the bracers.
Okay, I'll take the
Oh, I'm
bracers,
sorry.
then.
The bracer defense give you +2 to your AC.
Okay, that actually makes a little more sense for me, so I'll take those.
Okay. I will take the amulet because I only have one magic item on me.
Yeah. I have none, so whatever works.
And
for
then-
me.
And then who wants to carry the tower? Because we have a tower.
So Sid gets
It's
the
a nerfed
bracers,
version of the tower.
and Mood got the necklace, the amulet.
Yeah.
I'll take the tower just because I feel like that's the responsible thing to do.
Okay.
And the tower is what, the invulnerable fortress?
Yes, but it's a nerfed version that we can't use as a weapon.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And Silas wound up with the fortress.
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you for the bracers.
Instant fortress, correct?
Yeah, it's an instant fortress, except it can't be used as it can't be used as a weapon. So you need the space around it to set it up.
All right.
Yeah, the normal one you can use as like the best wrecking ball in existence.
Yeah.
It just demolishes buildings and like any structure that exists. I once used it to destroy Strahd's castle. Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, so as we discussed, we have see, this is really the evening after Vigo and Mood met with the local Thieves Guild rep, and they agreed to vet Vigo and come back and determine if we get to have a second conversation with them. So I guess unless there's anything else going on after midnight, we'll just call it the next day.
Yeah, for brevity's sake, you will have been vetted. That's why you got the 3 answers.
I never doubted myself.
Hmm.
There was a meeting. Let's see. There was the wig merchant that we wanted to go meet. Several of us were interested in going to meet the wig merchant. I don't think there's anything else going on until in Vigo's case, his focus is going to be the second meeting with the guild.
I'm sorry, I was reading the meme. What did you say?
There's a wig merchant in town
Yes.
that several of us are interested in going to meet,
Oh, yes.
and Silas, I think, was going to go back and check on his furniture job. I think Melisande might or may not be going back to check out the horse stables again, because that was such a good success. And Vigo's then focus becomes the next meeting with the guild and conversations that may happen after that.
Alrighty. So we'll first do the We will first do. Silas was the one doing the furniture, correct? Or was it
Saturn.
Saturn.
Or-
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
Alice
Metal's
is going to the library.
But I mean, I'd also like to go see the wig guy. So
okay. So we'll do Saturn first. Saturn's going off to the carpenter shop. Oh, you
I'm
want
going
to?
to the carpenter shop as long as I don't have to go. As long as I don't miss going to the wig guy.
All
Wig
right.
guy's
So we'll do the wig
required.
guy first then, because you guys are all excited about that.
Yeah.
So as you approach the marketplace, you do Vigo, you do hear, or no, it was Sig, I believe, who went to the salesman. Sig will
Sig.
hear the familiar, come, wigs, come on, I know you want one, miss. It'll accentuate your hair. And as you guys approach, Sig, my friend, I see you brought more people.
I did, as I was promised and paid for.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. As you can see, my friends, I am Salazar, the wig salesman, and I have all these wigs for sale. And there is a good variety of wigs there.
I would like one wig, please. How much is it?
For you, my friend, I'll give it to you for 10 gold pieces.
Sold.
Perfect. Would you like to buy the cream to help keep it nice and fresh and beautiful?
How much is that?
5 copper per bottle.
Uh,
You don't want to run out. It'll wither away and be yucky after if you do not do it at least once a week.
what, 5 copper? You said?
5 copper per bottle.
Okay.
I want everyone to be able to afford my wigs.
So let's see. By my count, 10 silver will get me 50 then?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, let's get 50 then.
All right, 50 bottles for you, my friend. So I'll see you in 51 weeks' time.
Well, hopefully see me before then, so I don't gotta, worry about running out, and I'll, give him a little elbow.
That is good as well. And then remember, put it on your head, and whatever you wish it to be, it will look like.
All right. Now I can blend in better, guys.
That's good.
Yep.
Anybody have questions for this fine purveyor of hair?
I believe you did not tell me yesterday, but how exactly do these weeks?
They're magic, my
possess
friend.
their- But, okay, obviously. But how?
A magician does not reveal his secrets, and therefore I shall not reveal mine. This is how I make my money. Please understand.
Are all of them the same?
They're all different, like shapes and sizes and whatnot. But whenever you put it on your head, it'll change to whatever you want it to be. I love it.
There we go. Yep. Now they definitely won't recognize Saturn.
Do they actually change, or is it an illusion?
They actually change.
It can change into whatever the person wants it to be.
Whatever hairpiece they want it to be. Yes.
Whatever hairpiece they want it to be.
Yes.
Whatever hairpiece they want it to be.
Without you breaking my game.
What? I mean, I just want the wig piece to be a wig I could put on a mountain to appear in a small room. That's all I want.
No.
So it doesn't grow at all?
No, it doesn't grow. Like, it'll grow to some extent to, like, if you want longer hair, but
Yeah,
within
much
reason.
longer hair. Much longer hair.
Within reason, Eric.
Okay.
Eric, you lost a level. You are now level 8.
No.
You lost 3 levels.
Okay. What happens if they get damaged? I asked the guy.
If they get damaged within 24 hours, they should repair back to normal.
Okay. What happens to the damaged part? I guess they'll regrow back to normal?
They're self-repairing, and should you lose a majority of it, it probably will not regrow back.
Okay. Does the wig so it actually changes?
Yes.
If I wanted a solid gold hairpiece, would that work?
It will appear solid gold, but it will not be gold.
It won't be gold.
No.
Would the it would probably only turn into hair, right? Like it couldn't become a helmet.
No, it does not offer any physical protection. I apologize. It's more for like if you want to go to a ball or something of the sorts, or if you just don't like the way your hair looks.
And this oil that we have to buy, it's good for 1 week at a time, so it's 1 bottle per week.
Correct.
And you wouldn't, by chance, be willing to tell us what's in this oil?
Unfortunately, no. That once again, I have a business here, and I must make some modicum of money to be able to live comfortably, especially in these trying times.
Where do you source your hair from? I don't really want to put a horse's mane on my head.
Oh, I promise you, it is not a horse. It is.
Or a
It is
bullock's
not
tail.
actually anybody's hair. It is a creation of my own. But it looks very realistic, does it not?
It does. And just out of curiosity, what is it coming from?
Kind of looks around.
Hey, my friend. Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, never mind. No, continue, Mrs. Salazar.
It says, I'm a little bit magical by nature. I have tricks up my sleeves.
But you are wearing a T-shirt.
That says, "Buy my wigs." And he'll do a small minor image just to show you that he is capable of doing some magical effects.
Beagle looks at Mood to see if it was worthwhile to be impressed by this. Realizing that Mood is like a 9-foot-tall, shambling mound of vines and leaves, who's holding conversations in the middle of a street.
Yep.
I'll never get over the surrealness that is your existence, Mood. It baffles my senses.
Yeah, I'm surprised more people don't. Well, I mean, I'm very attractive, so I can see that's why they don't run in terror.
Monsieur Mood, that is part of the baffling.
It's better than a creepy string creature.
Or the ink guy.
Oh yeah, or the ink guy.
You remember the ink guy? That
Yep.
was the ink guy. That was fun.
I am the law.
I have many questions and I do not want answers.
I mean, like if I'm looking at it, it's like an incredibly minor ability. So I'm just like, yay, magic trick.
Okay. Vigo will purchase one of the wigs and 1 extra bottle of oil.
Okay. So 10 gold, then you have 1 bottle of oil. Oh, so Saturn, you have 51 bottles of oil because he gives you 1 for free with the purchase.
Wunderbar.
Yep, so you'll have 2 bottles of oil, Vigo.
Okay. And it was 10 gold, and then how much for the oil?
5 copper per bottle.
Thank you.
Here, I'll throw that in here.
How much of the oil does he have on him?
He's about to run out. He's got maybe 10, 15 bottles left.
So I was like, you could spend like 1 gold and probably buy all of them. 5 copper, so what? That's 20. No, yeah, no, yeah, 20 bottles of silver. So 200 100 bottles of 200 bottles for is it 2,000 bottles for a gold? Right? Because
1 gold is 100 copper.
right. No. 1
Yeah.
silver is 100 copper.
Yeah, that's how I do the coins in my world.
Once they're split up in hundreds, not tens, for his world.
Yeah.
So
I can't tell if that makes it harder or easier.
it makes it hard. It makes gold kind of more valuable, but actually, I think it just makes silver and copper less valuable.
Most of the times, you're not dabbling in silver and copper anyway, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. It just makes platinum much more valuable.
Yes.
100 gold to a platinum piece.
Correct.
Yes, that makes sense.
It's the reason why I do it essentially is so that way if you get platinum, you know you have a decent amount of gold, and that way you're not being over encumbered by gold per se.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
The copper and silver is minuscule. I mean, sure, it's heftier at lower levels, but at your guys' level, it's minuscule.
Crown Royal bag of holding.
True. But even then, they have a limit.
They do, which is why I have Cora. El Banco de Cora. Everything's safe. Okay. And Vigo will place the hair into his Crown Royal bag of holding so it does not age or time does not pass.
Okay.
Is that something special that happens with that bag of holding?
No.
Okay.
Fantastic, my friends. I see you have met my friend, Monsieur Salazar. Monsieur Salazar, you have met my friends.
And I appreciate it, my friend. Says, hope you enjoy your wigs.
I would like to recommend that if he's expanding his business, he or where does he think he might be traveling in case we need to find him for more oil?
Well, I'm thinking about within the next couple of weeks heading down. He looks around to the southern continent.
That sounds like a great place to visit. I hear the weather's very nice down there.
That's what they say. But it's more of a business profession to travel, and he looks around again and says, I might have to say that I'm spying to risk not getting in trouble, but, you know, we're not really supposed to leave the continent, but I hear there might be some good money to be made down there.
What's the name of the city we come from? The one where Raidra and Vance live.
I don't remember. Let me bring up my world map. Luxfer?
Luxfer, thank you.
Yes, Luxfer.
Well, if you ever happen to chance into Luxfer, be sure to stop by the Kneeling Horse Tavern and give them our best.
Oh, excuse me. I can do that, my friend.
Thank you so much for your and good luck with your wares and your travels.
Thank you. And you folks have a wonderful day. And please, should you decide to buy more of the oil or more wigs, please come back. You know where to find me for the time being.
We do. We will most likely be back. We shall see.
Very well. And he begins. He goes, counts the rest of his bottle. He's like, okay, 15 left. All right, I can sell some more wigs. Come, wigs, wigs. And he begins to start his spiel again.
Now he's a fishmonger. I have a note that says that Melisande was going to go back to the horse stables again.
Yep. So she bails on you guys.
Bye.
But she will leave Cora in your care.
Perfectly fine. All right. Okay. So what's our next move here, guys? Saturn, you had to go check in with the carpenter shop, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. He's okay though. He's got a work call.
Okay. All right. I think the next thing on at least Vigo's agenda is that next conversation we're going to have with the unseen dust.
Yep. Give me 1 second to untwirl my headset.
Another note. I know this was a thing back in my mercenary days. But ask the guild about if there is a bit of a fighting bit of a tournament of arms. Kind of just ran for local entertainment. It might be a good way to find at least violently capable allies if we need so, or at least violently capable allies that we can pay to help us. Just a thought for your small
No,
little rendezvous. I
it's a
might
valid question.
Secret cracks knuckles. I might also be looking to fight someone lately soon. I understand the reason for the caution and the secrecy, but not typically my style. So to blow off a little bit of steam would not be a necessarily bad thing.
You're okay if there's some side bets that go on as to who comes out the victor?
Oh, I encourage it, my friends. I encourage it. But just letting you know, I don't take dives. And I always bet on myself.
Taking a dive would be dishonest. I'd never do anything like that.
Good to know. But I have no plans for today. During the day at least, I might. It's nothing that I am aware that needs to be done.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go back to the farm. People,
Okay.
keep doing that.
Oh,
Keep getting good with them. But I do think that we need another plan, because our base plan kind of got stopped at the gate.
Right, literally.
Monsieur Vigo, maybe not tonight because you have that meeting, but maybe the night after, we can try that plan we discussed to try and get into the keep itself, and see if that will work.
Oh, absolutely yes. And I had a question for you, Mood, before you wander off. Are you able to? I've heard of some druids that can transform into other animals. Can you do that?
No, I'm not a druid.
You're another druid?
No, he's a fey creature. That's right. I forgot. He's not actually a druid. He just talks to plants, which what druids
Well, he
do.
is a talking plant, so I'd assume he could.
Okay. No, we were just looking to see maybe if you could turn into a bird or something and maybe fly over the top of the keep and look down and give us a little lay of the land before we go hopping over the wall and having to guess it as we go on our own.
I can give you a flying viewpoint. That's within my power.
Without being seen or attracting attention. So, I mean, like, a seabird could fly over the keep and no one would really care about it. But if a giant eagle flies over, that might draw a little attention.
Yeah, as long as I'm not within the barrier, yeah.
Okay. So, well, we thought about that. Why don't we put that on hold and let you go deal with your dirt grubbers and farmers and come back to us once you've had another time to, I guess, talk to the crops.
Okay.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Excuse me. So you're heading up to the crop farmers. What do you want to do?
Have they? So, what? So I guess I was like, I will go up to them. Was like, so what's gonna go on?
Oh, okay. So we have determined how much we will make from each harvest of crops. It will be 250 gold pieces, and we offered you 20%. Yes, or was it 25? I don't remember.
I say sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
So you will receive 40 gold pieces per harvest, if this is amendable.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine. Yeah.
And he will hand you a small pouch that will have. Do you remember how many you've done so far? I forgot.
Oh, per each growing?
Per each day's a harvest.
Oh, this is the second day we've
Oh,
had
okay, so he will hand you a pouch with 40 gold pieces.
Okay.
And he'll say, if you're ready, my friend, we shall begin.
Yeah, I just go and grow everything. It takes me 4 minutes. Because I've already cleared the... That was the thing that took long the first day, was clearing... Well, even if I could just have the earth people do, but even that's the only thing that took any time at all, was clearing the areas. But now that they're clear, you just... Poof.
Excuse me. All right. All right. So that's what Mood will be doing then for 4 minutes.
That's for 4 minutes.
All right.
Like, I'm assuming they're spending the rest of the day harvesting those areas.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll give them a due. I guess I'll come back to everybody else and be like, we need a planning stage. Mine's really quick. And they're loving me, and that's all I really wanted from them for right now. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah, they are really...
Back to the party.
They're really super happy with you.
I'll come back to the party. I won't tell them that I could also harvest it for them, but I'm already doing enough. And then I'll come back.
Is there any reaction from any of the other farmers in the area over this sudden explosion of crops on Farmer Johnson's field?
What was that, Vigo?
Was there any reaction from other farms in the area at this sudden explosion of crops suddenly coming out of one guy's field? And
And
they're
we're
all
gonna
like,
show
hey,
up one
what
day
the
and
hell?
there's gonna be a bunch of dead family of farmers.
There doesn't seem to be an issue yet. Keyword being yet.
Yeah, I was going to say keyword mood, yet. You may want to spread the love a little.
Well, if that's the plan, I mean, legitimately, the only plan was going in there was to see if I could jump onto the delivery package to do that, but that's not a thing anymore. So now we got to find a new plan. I'm just keeping these people, I'm keeping the foothold there until we have a new plan.
Right, but this is called hearts and minds. You win people's hearts by feeding their stomachs. So,
Right. Again, it's only the second day. It's only the second day. I think we solidly have a week until like people even start asking like questions, and then I can expand. But I can only do it so many times a day.
So there's a limit to how many times Mood can do it a day.
Yeah, it takes spells. It takes magical power.
Okay, Brandon, you heard him admit that. It takes magical power to do it a day.
Yeah, I'm about half spent now.
All right, so like I said, other than Vigo having this conversation with the other guild and kind of getting some more of our answers that we'd asked or listed in our planning session, I'm not sure what else we want to do.
I'll go back to the library real quick.
Oh, great idea.
Okay.
So, going up to the library, do I see the same person from last time, or has they been replaced already?
No, it's the same person.
I was like, oh, again, I'm just coming in. I'm going to do more research about the area and the surrounding stuff. Did you happen to go through the book I gave back to you?
Yes, I did.
Now, I was wondering and I have one of these. Where is my character sheet? I have like a lump of like some type of gold that's worth 10 gold pieces from the Halloween one shot, and I drop it down the in front of him. Is like, so I was wondering if I could just maybe get the keys to the library and just a little bit more information if there's any hidden passages or anything I should know about.
So what did you put on the table for him?
It is. Let me actually pull up the sheet.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall what.
Yeah, it was a 20 gold piece gold nugget.
Okay.
And I dropped that in front of him. Just no sleight of hand. Just like making it obvious that I'm trying to get some information, and hopefully we've built up trust that this isn't some type of scam. And I was wondering if there's any back rooms or any keys to the building that I could maybe come and go as I please to do some research and maybe make sure you're not responsible for giving me the wrong information.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Vigo's stomach would be queasy at this really obvious bribe move. No subtlety. His ulcers be kicking in.
He thinks it over for a moment. Takes the 20 gold piece worth thing. Puts it in a small little pouch. Ties it up to his belt and says, "Yeah, friends of the library and scribes are always welcome here." And he puts a key on the counter. He says, "This will give you access, should I be unavailable, as a member of, those seeking to further their minds."
Did I become a member of NPR?
No.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I might bring a friend here who's better at history than I am, but we'll make sure to give us to come by later as well. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And I'm just gonna leave, and I'm assuming at this point Moon would have come back and it's like, hey guys, so I have the key to the library. We are now friends of the library because I gave a public generous donation.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's great. Job well done.
All right, so Saturn, you head to the carpenter's house or shop.
Yeah.
All right, and you're greeted by the big burly man again. He says, "Aha, awesome! You're here to begin your apprenticeship, yes?"
Yes.
All right. So, what do you think you're worth per day?
What's the lodging here again? Is what silver or is it more?
I think it was a silver a day. I really don't recall. It's been a minute since you guys first came here. We'll say a silver a day. Why not?
Well, I mean, I'll need at least a silver and a half just to live here.
Tell you what, I'll start you off at 2 silver and we'll go from there.
Okay.
If you catch on very quick and you do pretty well, then we will consider possibly increasing it more.
Sounds good. So, might be a wrong question to ask, but have we ever tried just repairing the furniture they break at the castle instead of building stuff fresh every time and shipping it back to them?
I mean, it is entirely possible to do so, but they give us some good money to make it fresh, so that's what we do.
Fair enough. I'm interested to start learning. Let's get to it.
All right. Cue montage. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check and a performance check, please.
Oh, I don't have disadvantage, but
I mean, either way is fine. Dexterity 16. Okay. Okay. So
Nice rolls.
yeah, you pick it up very well, and almost so far to the fact that you kind of embellish it a little bit, but it works out well. Yeah, so you begin your training. Does anybody else wish to do anything during the day? Or do you have something else you want to ask him while you're working with him, or?
no, I got a long con, but I'll throw in the planning
Okay.
section.
So what do we want to do? So our initial plan was infiltrate castle. But that seems, at least the way we were going about it, not doable because they don't let anyone from outside in. Have we figured out whether or not the guards from inside the keep ever leave the keep?
Yeah, we figured out that there's basically 2 12-hour guard shifts that take place. So the guards inside the keep do patrol inside the city wall, and I'm guessing the city walls themselves. And they come from inside the keep, if I understand correctly. Is that right, DM?
Yes.
Okay, so the people that are inside the keep do come outside the keep.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So that is the real form. Do the guards ever get a vacation day? Or are they always 12-hour shifted?
You don't know.
Okay. That's something to look into, because if they get a vacation day, I have an idea.
Uh-oh. No vacations ever. No, I'm joking.
Like, if any one of them can be gone for 24 hours, I have an idea. And even if they can't, we just got some great wigs to help with another idea. Because we could still infiltrate. It'll just be a little more challenging of an infiltrate because it'll also be an impersonation. Unless we can get a 24-hour period, and then it might just be we can turn people. At least that's my idea from what I can bring to the table as ish.
I don't think they make stormtrooper armor in Vigo's size.
Yes, but we do have 4 people that are kind of... No, 2. Hold on. Let's look at our people.
Silas and Sig are both
Yep.
normal size.
Sig's on fire.
Well, if you wrap him up in
Is
enough
red.
stuff, you know.
His skin is red.
In your hair
That's the main problem.
is your hair not on fire?
I think I made a joke about that, but like it's
Okay.
not. But I think I made a joke about it.
Yeah, but you're kind of glowing, right?
I'm a little glowy, yeah.
You could
A
work
little
well.
glowy.
Melisande might be able to stealth in there with a good wig.
I think she's probably our best bet for that.
Yeah, but I think Saturn's our go-to.
I think Silas is a good shot also.
Is that good?
Silas is a human cleric.
That's right. I just can't tell by the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got 2 that, like, if out of all of the guards, we might be able to find 2 of them that look similar ish. But how good are your guys' acting skills?
Rubbish. Don't expect me to. I could not act my way out of a paper bag.
I mean, if you give me some prep time, I can probably figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
Consider this your prep time.
Yep.
if we want to go that route. But if they, I have one thing that might be able to go past the.
Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Are you not good at your deception and your performance abilities?
I am not good at them. However, what I was thinking was maybe I could see what I could do, but I forgot about the spell barrier.
Yeah, no, it's got to be. This is a non-magical, at least inside, like going in. But once you're in there, spell should probably work. But you're gonna have this weird, like, spell wash whenever you go through this barrier. At least we know the barrier doesn't go crazy cuckoo when an intruder goes in and out of it, because we've already tested that.
Correct.
Yeah, but I have one thing that might, because so far we know it washes away appearance magic and it blocks transportation between the two sides.
And the realness as well.
Yeah, etherealness. We don't know how it interacts with other, but Cora doesn't vanish when she's in there. So it doesn't affect all magical abilities. So something that's not a spell might be able to...
I also don't consider Cora magical as far as purposes of the barrier.
Yeah, go back and forth. So something that innately changes you once it becomes permanent might stick around.
I have a dumb idea.
I love dumb ideas.
Let's see the dumb ideas. Throw on the table. We'll see if we want to go with it.
Feign death. Have somebody dressed up as a guard. Feign death on them, and bring them back into the keep.
But the feign death spell will break as soon as you go through the keep door.
I mean, we just don't go through the keep door until we recover the body.
Well, anywhere around the keep. If it enters the keep, the spell breaks.
No, but hold on. Wait.
But pretending to be dead? But why would they bring a body into the keep?
You did see them clean up the victims of the execution and bring them in, even though they were technically illusions.
Yeah, those are just illusions. So that was so they couldn't check the bodies.
Right. But there might be something with this idea, because the idea would be I'm guessing, Silas, your idea is we bring the dead person up, in a wagon or something with the feigned death on them, and we stop outside the barrier. So the guards come out, check the body outside the barrier while the feigned death is still in effect.
Yes.
Okay. Then, now satisfied that, yep, it's a dead guy, they then take him inside, and though the barrier dispels the spell effect, they've already checked the body once. So why would they check it again, even though you've gone through the barrier and the effect is no longer there? Is that what you're thinking, Silas?
Yeah. We could also, it doesn't even have to be... If we could get, I know this is going to sound weird, maybe we have it... Okay, this is a really big brain. Saturday and I dress up as guards. We kill off the rest of the party.
Okay.
And we panic. We call other guards over. We say, we'll take care of it. Can we hide these bodies in the keep? And we take the bodies into the keep. Or we even pay off the guards to hide off the bodies.
My problem with that is I don't think we're necessarily in a position to reveal ourselves in that way. Does that make sense?
Well, even say somebody got into a bar fight and I killed a guy somehow, and then we go to the guards and ask them to hide the body.
Are we worried about getting into the keep? Because that's not hard. Being able to
out.
Well, even getting out's not that hard. We have, like, we saw Cora do it just on a whim. She just flew in there, sat around, looked around a little bit, and then flew back. Like, getting into the keep is not terribly difficult. It's like being in the keep and then turning the keep is what we're worried about. Plus, we need a way to get our old dragon guy into the keep without it being an issue. Because he needs time to look at the device that's doing this barrier. Getting in the keep and, like, taking the keep, I don't think is terribly hard, especially if the dragon guy's not there. But giving our old dragon wizard guy time to look at the magic device without it being a kerfuffle is the hard part. Like, we need to infiltrate the keep. We don't need to, like, I don't think we need to even, like, go in there and, like look around as, like, we can do that, but I don't think that's that solves much. We need to, like, have friends in the keep, and that's harder.
There's got to be some sort of staff inside this, right? Besides the guards.
Well, I think the guards are doubling as staff. Like, I legitimately think the guards are doubling as the staff. It's like, let's have all of the cooks be also trained guards. It's not actually a bad idea.
What I'm hearing is we might need to actually watch this keep for a couple of days and actually figure out how it moves instead of just, I sat outside for 4 hours. Like, no, we need, like,
right. We need to be in there, and that's harder because all of the staff gets interviewed by Dragon Man.
Just so I remember right, the dragon guy knows us, right?
No, he does not.
No, we have not met him.
Why don't we just try to get me in as a guard? I don't think I could do the scheme with the lying to the bodies because Saturn doesn't do a very good job of keeping a straight face when it comes to lying. But I'm a fairly decent guard.
I'm a physically capable individual. The hard part about the
I think
guard is they are handpicked by Eandis, and they have to come at the recommendation from the mayor. I think that's the difficult part.
So,
and I don't think we'll be able to. I don't think we'll be able to fool him.
The mayor?
No, Eandis.
Eandis? I mean, if he doesn't know us.
Well, I think he can. I think he's the kind of person that can look at a person and be like, "You can kill 40 men with your."
Well, that's good because Saturn can't kill 40 men, so we should be set.
Well, I think he can look at you and tell your power potential.
Well, then I just don't. I'm not going to go in there and saying like, "Oh, I'm looking to become the bottom ranking guy." I'm like, "Hey, man, like, I'm a power player."
But then it poses more questions like, "Where did you come from?" Because they kind of have this continent on lock. Like, someone of your stature and your potency kind of doesn't just appear. So,
yeah, you
like,
can stop me halfway through this if you want. But based on my previous life, there are always ways in and out, and there are always ways for people of stature to make themselves useful, or people of capability to make themselves useful to other people of capability. My group has done that ourselves several times. It's not impossible. It just sometimes they're willing to look the other way to employ capable individuals. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Religious fanatics tend to be on the side of the. They tend to be a little pickier.
Do we think that he is more capable than we are?
Individually, probably.
Yeah.
Collectively, I think it's a decent shot.
Do we think that he could gain the abilities of our clerical friend? Do we think he has, at least somewhere, has that skill set somewhere?
Like, what do you mean by gain
the someone in his employ?
What
do we
part
think
of
he
the
has
skill set?
Well,
do we think he could get someone of our clerical skill set, of our cleric's skill set, especially since he's working with the Church of Bane?
Oh,
right. And then, do you think, like, when he meets a very powerful individual that wants to come under his employ, he might ask some questions of a certain evil god of law that might give him truthful answers. Like, is this person trying to betray me? Might be a solid answer, and he would get a resounding yes.
I see what you're saying now.
So we need to not interact with the powerful person.
Okay, so isn't there some sort of thing going on in the Church of Bane, some sort of schism thing happening? So maybe we lean into that and try to get the priest on our side.
We can't turn a priest of
But
Bane.
there is a schism.
Even with a schism, we can't turn a
No,
priest
we
of
make it a
Bane.
tit for tat thing. We do something for you, you do something for us. Just, hey, I just need you to fake cast this spell. That's all I need you.
Well,
we don't know who he's gonna pick, and especially like his power. Silas's power is rarer, which not every divine person can do stuff that our gifted Silas can. But so not. The ones we might talk to are probably not here, and probably not the ones he would talk to. He'd probably talk to whoever. Plus, do we know the skill set of the other group of people that we are now mind controlled?
No, nobody ever asked.
Well, does our dragon friend know the skill set of the people that are mind controlled?
Well, you say mind control. They could have been converted. He might have made him a better offer.
They were talking like in sync, like eerily in sync, and their stuff was too eerily similar. It feels like a mind control.
Asking Mirman, he will say that they had a good variety like you guys do. One was proficient in wielding 2 shields at once.
Cool.
Like a bulwark, essentially. Another was a very efficient spellcaster.
What kind of spellcaster?
Either a sorceress or a wizard.
Okay, so arcane spellcasting.
Yep, arcane spellcaster. There was a divine caster as well. Probably a cleric. And then a paladin as well.
Okay, so we can even think that one of them might have your level, at least to that level of ability, which is even under what you can do.
Monsieur Mood, it seems you are looking for a foolproof plan. I do not think that we are capable of creating a foolproof plan, given we are up against capable individuals.
The fact that we're involved means it's not going to be foolproof. It's because we're the fools in the middle of it.
That's true, but I have an idea. Like I said, with
Love to hear it, please. And I want to say up front, I'm not opposed to the idea that Silas came up with, and I think that was a good idea to start with, and so thank you for sharing. I'm not saying no to it. Let's hear other ideas as well, and everybody gets a fair turn. So go ahead and move.
Absolutely.
I have a way to turn guards. I don't know whether or not it gets dispelled by the barrier, but it is not a spell, and it changes them.
You're going to have to break it down Barney style, because I don't do the wiggly finger stuff. So
okay. I have a way to make people our
like
friends.
The village idiot.
I have a way to make people our friends, in which they will do whatever we want. If we can make if we can make some of the guards our friends, that gives us that into the keep that we can then do what we wanted with the keep, which is turning the keep enough so that we can get our dragon friend, our old dragon guy, into the keep to then figure out how the keep works, and then that would be that's what we're looking for. Like, how does this weird magic work? He can figure it out. And we'll be able to keep our cover.
Okay, question. How long does it take you to convert one guard?
24 hours. 24 hours? Well, okay, no. It takes It can take seconds to convert a guard, but I think it'll go through the barrier after 24 hours.
Okay, so how many guards do you think you would need to convert?
Either
Let's call it day shift, night shift. It's 12 hours each. How many guards do you think you'd have to convert on a single shift in order to make your plan work?
one guard after 24 hours would then be able to convert other guards. So really, one guy.
How many guards total would it take?
We could get all of them.
Okay, but if you're so it's one guy converts another, then the two convert two,
That is
then the
possible,
four convert eight.
But that's risky. That's risky.
How?
I have wiggly finger magic abilities that might work through the barrier.
I like it. Let's do that.
Okay, so hold on. So how about this now? Mood, you seem a little against the concept or of just going inside the keep to look and scout around. Am I correct from earlier statements?
We can do that, but I don't think that is our end goal.
Well, it's not. The end goal is
figuring out how everything about the keep is a fine idea. If we want to throw in our sneakiest people, we scout the keep, we know where things are, and then we come back out is a fine idea. But that doesn't solve our high level problem, though.
No, it does not solve the high level problem. You're right. The high level problem is, as you said, how do we get our old guy in the same room as the source of magic, the source of the barrier, for a long enough period of time for him to figure it out?
Yes.
That is the ultimate problem we're trying to solve. I completely agree with you on that one. But we can't go from A to Z in one jump. We're going to have to go through a few more steps in between, right?
Sure. But then wouldn't the easiest way for you just jump on Cora? You jump on Cora's back, she drops you off, you go sneak around, doing and whatnot for a given time period, and then Cora comes, grabs you, and leaves because we know that she can get in and out of there perfectly well, and you found a blind spot?
I mean, that is essentially the plan, but with me.
Okay.
Instead of Cora.
Right, because Cora's a Drake. Cora's not a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
You know, Sig is, okay, he's, as this really brilliant guy, Kashvik, writes in his notes, Sig is a big, but he's not proper sized. I'm proper sized. But so I could sneak in there with Sig, and he and I could work together to just kind of get the lay of the land.
Okay.
And it's going to be a matter of you have to scout the area and kind of figure out what's going on. Because, I mean, if we hop the wall and find out that the center of the keep is, a hell pit, and they're covering it up with this mist and fog and stuff, then that's going to be a big change to the plans, right?
Maybe.
I mean, if it's a gate of lava and fire that leads down to the 9 hells, and devils and demons are capering around in there, that's going to kind of change our approach to this place, right?
Well, that's just a different problem.
I think yeah. I mean,
well, I don't think. I honestly do not think there would be a gate to hell, as Bane is not a demon type god. He is more of just a straight up "I'm gonna kill you" type god.
He made a deal with a demon to help kill people. He says, this will be your portal into the mortal realm. How the hell do we know? We don't know what's inside the keep. So I'm just saying, but if it was that extreme, or maybe it's just a gateway to Bane's realm, and it's full of axe murderers and killers, that would kind of change our approach plan, wouldn't it?
But we don't know. So why are we planning
probably
on something we do
not
not
as
know?
much as you're thinking, but at least a little, yeah.
So I like the idea of, a guard to change, but the problem is we have to figure out how to separate a guard for 24 hours. Now, could you do it for less time than 24 hours, or could you do it, could you take seconds and have him come back the next day and do a little more, and the next day do a little more?
I think the barrier will cause an issue if he's not out of the keep for 24 hours. As soon as I do my thing, he'll love us. So he'll help us stay out of the keep immediately. But I feel him going back into the keep, and this is, again, that's not even 100% certain. I think it is, though, that he'll stay loving
your mind
us.
control would wash off.
I think the mind control will wash off if he goes back into the keep within 24 hours. But it's much less likely the mind control washes off after 24 hours.
Okay.
You need a guard for 24 hours. That is what I heard.
Yeah, that's the trick.
We need a guard. We need a guard alone for like 12 seconds. And then the guard needs an excuse to be out of the keep for 24 hours that they can help with. That's what we need. That's what we need.
Are you telling me, Monsieur Mood, you do not know how to keep an individual in bed with you for a whole day?
Getting the guard's willingness to be out of the keep for 24 hours won't be hard. We need him for 12 seconds. The making it not look suspicious that the guard was gone for 24 hours is where I'm having more of an issue, which is why I was like, do they get holidays? Do they get a weekend off?
Okay.
Do they get a day off a week? Like, something like that.
So let's ask the Unseen Dust some of these questions. Have they watched the guards? Have they seen any guards go away for an extended period of time? Is it something that happens? Is it something that never happens? That's a good idea. I'm not saying no to the idea. You just opened up a couple more question threads we have to follow.
Also, we might be able to skip over this entirely. Do the sewers go under the keep?
Well, that's what I was gonna check with inside the library, see if there was any.
Because that was on my list of questions of sewer map.
I think it's good for the Thieves Guild as well. But yeah, I was gonna try to see if there's any information about the keep inside the library.
Yeah, there would technically be maps to the sewer. And there technically are sewers underneath. Actually, no, there wouldn't be sewers underneath this keep.
Okay. How far is the closest sewer to the to the keep?
None of the sewers go within 200 feet of the keep.
Okay. How far? Because we could solve the infiltration problem by I can dig up to the barrier under the ground. We can then manually dig through the barrier underground, kind of no matter what it is. And then I can remake my guys inside the keep because it doesn't bring anything there, it just makes them. And then we could have full range like we normally do under the keep. And then that way we could get our dragon guy into the keep. We can even do it sneakily. And then scouting the keep becomes incredibly important for finding the room. And then that would stop any kind of infiltration. But that doesn't solve our problem of like we wanting to have the keep without it being a bloodbath. But that would get us the information on the barrier without us having to take over the keep first.
Very good. That's a very good point. We just have to dig manually through.
How thick was the barrier? A couple feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'd have to dig manually for a couple of feet. And since there's no sewer down there, there's no guard system down there. So that's not bad. Yeah.
So I need to stop being a furniture maker and go buy a shovel. And if we got the money, I think a pickaxe would speed things up as well.
Well, we're going to need a lot of pickaxes. Because we'll need...
I mean, don't neglect the shovel.
Yeah.
The dirt has to go somewhere.
Yep.
and pickaxes don't haul it very well.
Yeah, well,
Maybe a wheelbarrow.
Mood can have, I'm presuming, one of your creatures, your earth elementals, outside the barrier dealing with the excess dirt.
Yeah, like as long as you can get it out of the barrier area. I mean, I have
Really,
some
the dirt's only
supposed
got to go a couple
accurate.
feet
Right.
through the barrier, and then one of his elementals can
Yeah, they just
you
move
know,
it. Yeah.
pave the damn floor below us for all we care.
Yep.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, so and Sig, I agree with your comment.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to notice.
Oh no, I saw it. I agree. No. So Mood. All right. So can you? What if the now? All right. So question for the DM. In watching the guards walk their patrols around the city, how big a group are they walking?
Each guard group consists usually of at least 3, sometimes 4 members.
Paranoid
Okay.
are these individuals?
Okay, Mood. How many people can you whammy at one time?
I mean, it's probably one at a time. Well, no, I guess I can technically.
There's no guessing here.
Whammy.
This has got to be yes. So you can either do 3 or 4, or you can only do 1 or 2. But if you come up with less than 4,
So I
we
can
can't do
do
this thing.
I can do 2 in 6 seconds, but it's an attack roll.
It's
So,
the butt. It's the butt that has me
It's an
worried
attack
because there's a
roll.
pause.
Well, I mean, everything's a butt in this game. Everything requires an attack roll. It's not like It's not an auto succeed. Well, I guess it could be because we can knock them out first.
Are you
I can
telling me
knock
you
out the
don't?
whole party.
Are
I can
you
knock out all
telling me
4
you,
of them.
you don't have a reliable talent that just gets you something automatically?
Do you always hit with your bow, or do you always hit with your dagger? Every time,
My talents are reliable.
even your dagger.
Yes.
That's a lie.
All right. So all right. So you raised some very good questions. All right. I think we need to probably go have that conversation. Silas, if you want to go do a little research back at the library with your newfound access key, you patron of the arts, and which is again, kudos to you for pulling that one off. I think but I think we should go ask some of these questions of the unseen dust, and see if we can answer some of the questions we've come up with just now.
Sure.
So all good questions and good ideas. I'm just saying, but
All right. How do you propose to try and meet with the unseen dust?
I believe the gentleman with the scar on the left side of his face down to his jawline was going to approach us after he had verified Vigo is who he claimed to be.
Yes, he will approach Vigo.
Mood, you can send either you can show up as yourself again, or not yourself, but as you were before, or have one of your kids come along, unless it's going to creep him out.
Well, I mean, he's approaching you, right? Well, it depends on when he's approaching you. I don't know when he's going to approach you. But I mean, we know where the base is, right?
Yes, but you don't just walk into somebody's location. It's considered rude and impolite, and generally sets off warning bells. So we play by their rules now until we get invited in.
Okay, I mean, like, isn't us not blowing it to hell kind of says all it needs to say if we know where it is?
We know where it is, but we haven't been there officially. Your daughter followed him down, so that's how we know where it is. They've never revealed that to us.
Right. I'm saying,
that man did not just bring everybody back to the Batcave.
Right, but I'm saying, isn't finding the Batcave and not, 1, selling out where it is, and 2, blowing it up, kind of show that, like, we could do this, but we want to be friends.
No, that generally ends up with knives out and a lot of blood getting spilled.
Okay.
We're trying to be nice. We're the
Yeah.
visitors to this town. Okay, hold on. I'll put it this way. You're playing in my world now. We play by my rules. So I got your point. Don't do it that way. Guild wars have started over less. So we're going
Do
to be
you
nice.
want this guild? Because that's in my power too.
I'm considering co-oping this guild
Okay.
and making them part of my guild. But right now I need to cooperate with them. So you're playing by my rules in my world. So hold your horses. Or
Okay.
your vines or whatever you hold. I don't know.
He has a shambling mound for a mount, right?
I do.
Someday Eric will play a normal character, but I'll probably be long dead by then.
I played a few normal ones. I think the Tabaxi was a normal character, and so was the Tabaxi was normal, and so was the Honorer guy was pretty normal too.
I'm talking non-Adventure League characters.
That wasn't Adventure League. That was just during COVID.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that during
Yeah.
when we did that.
Yeah. The my Honorer guy suicided on that altar.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But okay. So Vigo, you are approached at some point in the middle of the night with actually before we hit the middle of the night, does anybody want to do anything before nightfall? Getting ahead of myself here.
No.
Nope.
I can't think of anything.
No.
All right, perfect. So as the rest of you head back to the inn or tavern or wherever you guys want to go to, Vigo and Mood go to meet with Vigo's contact. And you are met by the familiar person, and they go, so Mr. Vigo, we have done some looking into you. You seem to be on the up and up. So, what is it you require of the unseen dust?
I'm glad you appreciate it, but if I was on the up and up, I wouldn't be in this line of work, nor would you. So
The up and up
let's
for
be,
our line
let's
of
be
work.
honest in our dishonesty here. So
Oh, honey, they like you now.
yes, dear. She's arm candy. Forgive her. The we had a few questions. So and again, appreciate working with you. First question: is there something we can help you with that would improve your status in the current town with the leadership that exists?
Get rid of the leadership would be the best thing.
So you want a birthday party at the mayor's house?
I mean, something along those lines. The mayor's not really the problem. It's Aendas and his dragon.
Okay, so they're not here right now. So question would be, who runs this place?
You saw them leave?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, they're not here?
Well, they did arrive, but they weren't here. Okay, so he may still be here. When they're not here all the time, when they're not here, who's running the show?
Usually it is second in command. A very fearsome creature.
Oh, does this creature have a name and a description?
Yes, he is about an 8 foot tall. Please forgive me for saying that this is weird, but I mean, according to your arm candy, it can't be that much weirder. An 8 foot tall alligator.
Well, I still look like the elf.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I still look like the elf.
You may not believe me, but it's an 8 foot tall
she's nothing
alligator.
else. An 8 foot tall alligator. You mean like a lizard man?
No, this is a full on alligator. He wears plate armor and everything, wielding this massive sword.
Interesting. And no, Sig, we're not going there. Okay. And this creature lives in the keep all the time?
That is where he usually stays. Yes, he is the one in charge of guarding the keep when Aendas is not around.
Okay. Good to know. Calm down, Sig. The
Sig, you're not there.
let's see. And I believe you told us already that no one's ever tried to assault the keep that you're aware of.
Correct.
Are there any tunnels or sewers or other underground secret access into the keep itself?
To our knowledge, and we have looked, the only entrance to the keep is through the front door.
Okay. And we've done a little looking around town. There is a number of guards around the town in the city, and they seem to be on like a day shift, night shift kind of rotation. Do they ever, leave for any reason? Do you ever see guards that like depart and are gone for a couple days?
Not usually. Very once in a while, very rarely. Sure, you might see a guard leave if, a family member were ill elsewhere, or just ill in town. But to my knowledge, we have not seen that many guards take an extended vacation. But we don't really look too deeply for that kind of thing.
Okay, so some of the guards actually have family in town.
Yes. And he will
Do you know who
identify 4 different ones that have family in town.
Perfect. Okay. That's an idea. So, okay. And the mayor, is he just a figurehead of government piece? So he does what Iandis tells him?
Yes, he is the mayor for lack of a better word. But he is just there. He is responsible for recruiting any potential upcoming talent to join the guards. Some of the guards will stay here, some will be moved to other cities. It is not just Raventown that is blessed with Iandis' presence.
Okay, and does Iandis, is he just in charge of just this one town, or is he multiple towns or a region or something like that?
Think of him as a district manager.
So there's multiple towns around here?
Yes.
Okay. Does the Unseen Dust have any way of smuggling live cargo in and out of this town without being noticed?
We don't usually, but we have ways of doing so, yes. As long as you wish to remain on land. If you try to go by sea, that won't be as easy.
Okay, but it's possible to do it by sea if we had to. And how many could you accommodate?
At most, we could accommodate maybe 7 people by sea. Land is a little bit easier because we can do multiple wagons.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
But land requires a hefty fee to pay off the guards.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you know how? And since Iandis and the Church of Bane has taken over, has there ever been a revolt that happened in the area?
There was one once, shortly after the Bane's religion took over the town. It was quickly quelled, though. Any words of uprising, Iandis comes in and just squashes it like it's nothing.
That's disturbing. Okay. How long is he normally here for when he arrives, and how long is he normally gone for when he leaves?
It depends on why he's in town, in all honesty. For a big event like the execution, he might be here for a few days.
That's good to know. Okay. But I kind of mentioned, the Unseen Dust here. Are there any other organizations that are, or guilds within the city that kind of like you are keeping a low profile with Iandis in charge, but still trying to stay intact with the members?
No, any of the other guilds that are still around make too much money with Iandis in charge.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Do you know of any what do you think the population, the people of the town would react if Iandis's leadership or rule of this town was challenged?
I think you'd be able to find some people to back you, but for the most part, people fear change and they wish to remain out of the ire of Iandis. If you were to try and take control of this town, you need to make sure you can take control of Iandis or eliminate him efficiently.
Okay. Does that go for the other towns within his district as well?
Yes.
Okay. And if Iandis has a district, I presume there are other districts on that border his. What are they ruled by?
Yes. There are a total of 12 dragon riders, each governing their own little district. Well, let me rephrase that. 11 govern their own district while one stays in the capital.
Okay. And right, so when that revolt arose years back, was it only Iandis that responded, or did other dragon riders come to also assist?
It only needed to be Iandis.
So it wasn't that big a revolt?
Iandis was able to quash it that quickly. And Iandis is probably the weakest of the dragon riders.
Oh, that's good to know. I roll.
It's almost like he's the first one you guys are supposed to take out.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, hey, who knows? All right.
There you go, fish. I'm
Oh.
stretching for you.
Side question. One of our group is a bit of a physical type. Is there any kind of a fight club or a fighting tournament that exists in town that he could maybe get a few licks in?
Yeah, there actually is. I think the next one is actually in the next couple of days. And the grand prize is entry into the castle as a guard.
Oh, well, I don't think he'd be interested in that at all then. He's probably completely... he's actually more of a pacifist than anything else. I don't know that we'd really want to enter in that.
One of those monk types, huh?
Yeah, one of those monk types.
Wow.
Well, if he does, I mean, on the off chance that he would be interested, and let's say that I wanted to place a small wager on him, how would I get him in, and then who would I talk to cover some coins?
So you would speak to the mayor about getting him in, and there will be bookies at the fighting that you could easily make a wager. Last I knew, the fighters are not allowed to bid on themselves, but other people can champion them.
Oh, I mean, but if a fighter bid on himself, that would be the lowest form of of any kind of sporting good. I would never tolerate that myself. And I look at Mood and go, "Would you ever do that, darling?"
Of course not, darling.
I mean, only the lowest of the low would ever bid on themselves. That's just a pure sign of crass, bourgeois behavior. So no, we'd never be associated with something like that. Our buddy would never do that. That'd be low.
You don't have to lie to me, friend. It's okay. I would bid on myself.
Yeah, I bet on my guy too, but I'm not him. That's okay. So I can bet on him. So anyway, I'll champion him. Okay, let's see. So okay, you said if we remove Iandis, and I'm presuming the alligator guy would be part of the leadership that has to get removed.
Yes. If you're able to, if you try and you were able to raid the keep, and you took out his second in command, it might be a lot easier to take out Iandis. But remember, he does command a dragon. They are beasts to be feared.
Absolutely, yes. Full respect for all dragons.
Especially as his is a black dragon.
Yeah, they have a nasty temper. Making a few notes.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. I'll look at mood and go, are there any questions I'm forgetting to ask or things we should ask?
No. Maybe. Probably not
Was
for
gonna-
right now.
Okay, I was going to ask, the people that just got executed, and I'll do the finger quotes,
Mhm.
or air quotes, did you have any contact with them at all?
No, none of them proved their worth to us. We watched them from the shadows, but we did not contact them.
Very good, very good. And I haven't seen any kind of markings or signs around the town indicating anything. Is there, are you guys just keeping that low profile? You're not even marking the place?
It's safer to not mark anything.
Okay. Well, we want to respect that, and we'll let you know. If we needed some supplies or something maybe brought in, how long would it take for you to bring something overland to get to us?
Pardon me. Depends on what it is you're looking for. Something small.
I haven't decided yet.
Something small is easier to bring in than something larger, obviously. But it depends on where I have to get it from, on how long the travel will be.
Well, if it's larger than a dagger but smaller than a catapult,
If I can get it from one of the closer towns, maybe a week. If I have to outsource to a farther away town, upwards of a month.
okay. And I presume you have good communication with other towns. So, if we would maybe need extra people or some of the assistance, would you be willing to participate in cleaning out the leadership?
We have our methods of communicating with the other cities, but most of the guilds keep to themselves and are on their own when it comes to potentially trying to take back their city. No one really wants
Okay.
to. No one really wants to get involved. It's too dangerous.
Right, but okay, but if there was if there's other towns within Ayanda's district, would they be able to send extra people to help us?
They'd probably be able to, but I doubt they would.
Even if it means getting rid of the guy in charge of them?
People are afraid. It is much easier to talk of revolution than to actually participate in one.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. So if we pull this off, you're going to owe us.
Possibly. But I do not feel like you are doing it for us.
I never said I was doing it for you. I didn't say I was doing it for me. I didn't even say I was going to do it. So, we may look into it, and if it happens to be something that works out in our favor, we might do it. But okay. And you're willing to keep the current mayor? You don't need to replace him?
Should Iandus be removed from power, the mayor will very quickly come back to the side of just.
Okay, good to know. All right. And I'll need those 4 names of the guards' families and locations.
Yeah, and he will give them to you.
Wonderful. This has been a wonderful meeting. I appreciate your time and thank you very much. And I will slide 20 gold pieces across the table.
All right. I'll pocket it. Give you a nod.
I've paid for information.
That you have.
Okay, good. All right, darling, I think we can go.
Okay, dear.
Good information. Okay, we'll go back to the group and discuss what we have.
Okay, so we know what? We know. Oh, we know there's a alligator person in the keep. So
Let me fight. Let me fight.
So we
me fight.
metagaming. I actually now don't think we can actually take the keep inside the keep. To be honest.
Okay, Mood, whatever happens, don't mention the Fight Club to Sig. Just let them stew.
I mean, honestly, we could put 2 people in the club into the fight club because I mean, both of us could probably hold our own pretty decently. doubles our chances of getting in.
Again, I don't think. Again, I think a win is more of a you've proven your worth, now let me vet you kind of deal. But and we also have to remember, if you're incredibly potent, you might become a mind-controlled slave.
These guards don't seem too mind-controlled.
The regular ones don't, but his close entourage does. So I don't know.
Wait, am I not in the room when we're discussing this?
We're not.
Oh, I'm not? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I
Okay.
doing then?
We
I'm
don't
not
know.
here. Okay.
We don't know.
Bye.
All right. So my point is this: we will let you know. Yes, there's a fight club, so you can get all psyched up. Yeah. So, all right. Here's my thought. Now, Mood, you need a guard for 24 hours. So,
Yes.
yeah. So, you're a plant guy. Do some kind of plant stuff. Make one of the families sick.
Okay, that's easy.
Or make two of the families sick, so maybe 2 guards have to go.
I can make all the family sick.
Don't make it an epidemic. But what I'm saying is, you make 1 or 2 of the families sick, the guards come out, you have to whammy the whole family. Because
that was we're gonna whammy the family first.
it's fine, you can whammy the family, but you got to whammy everybody, so that way you get control of that guard for 24 hours, and then we can go forward with your plan. Does that work for you?
Sure. I mean, I don't actually have to make them sick. I can whammy them. They can pretend to be sick, and then the guard comes and we whammy
Whatever
them,
makes it work, so that the guy comes out, and then you get access to him for 24 hours, and the family will tell the story of, oh yes, he was here the whole time. Oh, our child was so sick, and he was dutiful father, parent, whatever. Got to go back to guarding.
Yeah, that's fine. That's possible. It might all. Yeah, that's possible. Again, I'm not exactly sure if the barrier is even more powerful than I think it is, in which this ability won't portray through the barrier.
Well, the only way to do it is to find out.
Yep, it's going to be a very interesting. I really would like to do that before. I mean, after the dragon guy's gone. So if we could figure out how to tell whether or not he's Silas, that might be a good job for you.
To make them actually sick?
No, to ask if the dragon guy's gone today.
Alright, I can. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep, that might be a good use for that.
Yep. Oh no, but if you actually need to make them sick, I can actually make them sick.
I don't think we'd need to actually make them sick. I can go in at night, turn them, and then it'll be fine.
Even if they're not hot?
Yeah, I don't have to sleep with them.
Just want to check. I mean, that seems to be one of your criteria for everything, but okay.
Yeah, that's only making the eggs.
Okay, fine. So we're gonna make an omelet here. You're gonna have to crack a few eggs. Okay, so let's go with that. So we have another piece of data we need to find out is whether or not Aendis is still in town. And according to the Unseen Dust, he may be here for an extra day or 2 because of the event that just occurred. The beheadings. All right, so what's our next step, guys?
I'm gonna go turn a family.
Sounds like we just need to bide our time until we get the guards done.
Well, we can do that. Do you guys want to get signed up for Fight Club in the morning?
I mean,
Monsieur Vigo, do you wish to attempt a little plan tonight or at a different time?
I'd like to have Aendis not present when we go over that wall.
Marvelous, all I needed to know.
Because I really don't value the idea of hopping a big wall and winding up in the courtyard with a dragon.
Well, we don't know if he's gonna. Well, if the Fight Club winner gets to be a guard, I don't think they're just gonna blindly make them a guard without an interview, because it It could be like we're trying to do. It could be a traitor. So I think he's going to be there till the Fight Club's done, at least.
I mean,
It's not a bad assumption.
I don't know. I think that no matter what, having someone that is on the inside could be useful.
I just don't think we're going to get there.
I think the Fight Club's a good way to do it. I think that'd be worth a shot.
Okay, what if the person gets assigned to a different town?
That too.
That's why we got magic
it worth
wigs.
But is it not worth the risk?
I mean,
It's entirely up to you guys. I'm just saying there's a possibility that you could be saying, hey, great, you did fantastic. I'm short a guard over in Smithville, and you're 3 days that way.
And then we haven't gained anything. We've risked exposing ourselves, and we've risked losing someone to mind control.
I say, as the one most likely entering this, I think it is worth the risk. I am the one putting my life on the line, so that is what I say. I think this is the first solid move that we have had. Yes, this is the first solid leap. I say we take it. It aligns with our original plan. It gets us inside. It gets us information.
What? These Fight Clubs have happened before, right?
Yes.
I don't
I'm
know.
presuming yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Yeah, if these Fight Clubs have happened before, we know what happened. And is the prize usually the same where, the winner of the Fight Club becomes a guard?
Yes.
Do we know what happens to them after they become a guard? Like, is Iendus the one that, like, gives them their prize?
Not all the time.
Not all the time. So if we can make you a guard without Iendus's involvement, that'll be a net positive. So we have to figure out what changes the times that he is there and is not there. Then it'll be a great plan because we'll have a guard on the inside that didn't have to go through a rigorous, or at least specifically him, kind of looksy-loo, in which will be much lighter than probably anything else. Hopefully.
Is that Curry?
Yeah.
That's great.
Sig is gonna like sit back into his chair, like cross his arms like a pouting toddler. For someone named Mood, you are certainly a killer. I'm done.
I think Sig needs to come for a while. Hey, Sig, why don't you come with me and we'll get a breath of fresh air real quick.
I want to hit something.
Go with me for a second. We'll get that out of your
Ball
system.
hurt. We've sat around the table for 2 days. What about this plan? Here are the problems with this plan. What about this plan? What's the problem with this plan? I'm like, we need.
I'm gonna start
we
trying to
just keep
guide him out of the
dancing
room
around
for a
and
second. I'm
yelling
gonna try
each other,
guiding him
yelling
out of the
each
room
other.
for a
I'm
second.
tired and I'm bored.
Go with
To
me.
hit
Go with-
something.
You got him out of
Fine.
the room as he's complaining the whole
Okay.
time.
We close the door and just get. What if we
This
just
is
join
like peak angry Frenchman. Like that's what just happened.
No, we closed the door and then I just turned to him and was like, what if we just join the Fight Club and ask for forgiveness later?
Someone finally. Yes, I like that plan. Where is
Okay.
the mayor?
Alright. I think it's probably a little too late at night for the mayor today. We'll probably catch him tomorrow.
Fine.
Then, all right. I'll open the door to go back in. You just had to calm down. Sorry, guys.
I go back to pouting, admittedly with a smaller smile.
I think he's happy when he pouts.
I really want my daughters to tattle.
But would they want to
Maybe
see
later.
this as well?
Yeah, maybe after. Yeah, maybe after. What time is it now?
We'll say it's a little after midnight. Probably like 1 in the morning, roughly.
Let's. I'm gonna go find one of the family's houses.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. I'll go there just in case.
I'll say with the information you've been given, it's easy enough to find.
Okay. Where is the family's house?
For shits and giggles, we're gonna say it's this tiny little white house here, tan house, whatever color it is.
Perfect. I wanted that whole square. Is that mostly a residential area?
Yes.
Perfect.
Gonna regret this later.
Yeah. So
I will say that this number 3 here is a tavern.
Okay. Endel, Mini, and Miney are gonna phase in and find the sleeping people?
Easy enough to do.
Okay. They will. Andal will give them love bites, and then if they wake up, knock them out quickly, and continue to give them love bites till it sticks.
Oh,
Non-lethal love bites till they stick.
are the love bites what I think they are?
Yes, they're exactly what you think they
Oh
are. That's
my
what I want to do, and I'm going to do that similarly also to the farm people I'm working with.
Oh goodness gracious!
And
What have
that
I
is
done?
that is my plan to convert the town.
What have I done?
I don't know if that will stick going through the barrier, because I don't know if that, after it's become permanent, like, because if that's true, then this barrier is even more useful than it's even shows up for, because it also removes that, which would be incredibly powerful. Even
Out of-
more than it already is. Out
What?
of character.
What have
Out
I
of character,
done?
what are these love bites?
Out of character, they are the scimitar.
Yep.
So the scimitar
All right.
has a curse on it.
So since you're telling them, I'm going to show everybody.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'll tell you all out of character, not telling you in character. So the scimitar has a curse that if you hold it, you turn into that thing that we fought during our one shot, which usually makes you go out of control. But my relationship with my daughter, of how it works mechanically, that doesn't matter at all because I have her under my control. The role play is just that she's my daughter. So I have that under my control, and that has the ability to make more of those minions that are under her control, which are under my control.
Yeah, so the spider thing, I don't know why I didn't copy it, but it turns you into the spider person like Clet was.
Yeah, the were spider people.
Yes.
You're
But
turning
the-
the town into weird spiders.
That is exactly what
The
he's
Decker
doing.
turns you into the Drider-like were
Right.
spider person, which normally is supposed to make you go crazy, but because I already control her because she'd already be crazy if she was normal,
1, 2.
gives me a little bit of a...
Okay.
It's a very lovely item we have now.
It takes you a minute, but you are able to get all of them turned.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just make sure that everything goes well for the 24 hours that these people are...
Oh God, what have I done?
She'll watch the family and have them not do anything like horribly out of the ordinary first.
Yeah.
Before we do anything, just to make sure the transition goes smoothly. But yeah, then we'll I'll come back to the guys. I'll come back to the party. It's like, I have made the family our friends.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Congratulations.
Would have been expected.
Hang on.
Yes.
Insight check on mood when he says made them friendly. I don't. Vigo doesn't trust that what that means because mood is vague at times.
Okay.
What am I hiding?
Yeah, he's not hiding anything. He has made them friendly.
I've made them friendly.
Quite literally.
You want to elaborate on that a little bit more, mood?
They will now do anything we tell them to. I give little finger guns with tentacles.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
They are
that
exactly
does not
like...
let me sleep well tonight.
Yeah, they are as friendly as the bugbears we've been palling around with. My doom grogs.
Forgot about them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let this one go, but I'm still leery of mood being in a happy state over this because it feels like he's done something and hasn't told us the whole truth.
again, like I'm not even rolling it, so the character is gonna. He is opened.
Understand that, but again, Mood has a way of speaking in, not necessarily half truths, but it's like, oh, I told you the answer. Well, yeah, but in a circumspect way.
Well, I think what he's more looking like is what the spell effect actually is, not necessarily what you think just happened. I think that's what the insight check is for. If that makes sense. I might be wrong.
It's more like, how did you achieve their cooperation? Air quotes.
Endel did her thing.
See,
Isn't that right, hon?
again it's a half answer, non-answer without actually committing a specific detail. If you said,
I thought you
"How
didn't
did
want to
you
know
get
about
this?"
the magical wiggly finger things.
I said I don't do them. I didn't say I didn't want to know how you did it.
Right. So I used magical wiggly finger things, and now they are our friends. Right?
Okay, so you'll have them report tomorrow that the kids are sick and Papa needs to come home or whatever?
Sure. We could do that. Well, let's make it the day after next.
Okay, so we'll have a little bit of
Day
time.
after next.
Okay, so that's all Vigo's got for the night. I will go find whatever room Melisandre is sleeping in. I will take her boots out, scrape all the horse muck off them, and then put them back for her. And then I'll curl up on Cora's forepaws and go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to, before I go to bed, I'm going to use commune.
Okay.
I'm only going to ask one question tonight. Actually, I'm going to ask two questions. One, is Iendis in town still?
The response comes back with a no.
Okay. And the second question is there anything in the keep that we should be highly concerned about?
Almost an overwhelming yes.
Okay.
I mean, we could. Okay.
You have one
not
more
gonna-
question.
Overall, could we handle it as a team with enough preparation?
That's it. We're gonna get a maybe.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely a
a
maybe.
That's a maybe.
Okay.
I mean, like we could all be level 20 fighting at a counter with like level 4s, but every roll we could make is a 1, so it's always a maybe.
In the morning, I'll tell the people that, oh yeah, it seems that Iendis is not in town anymore.
Oh, that's good. Then the Fight Club might be a better idea. Just, I would still do it. Maybe ask if he's planned to give the award for the Fight Club. Because we can never tell what circumstance will happen, but if he's planned to give the thing, we could probably get a yes or no answer from it. And if it's a no, then Fight Club should be our main priority.
But I thought Fight Club wasn't even a priority. I thought we agreed that we weren't doing that, guys.
Yes, as a group, we decided that is not what we are going to do.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so we're going to stick
Sigurd's
with
like
the...
halfway out the door, like,
I'll go back to drinking my coffee in the morning. Going, okay, so you're off to do something else today?
Yes.
Of course.
And Saturn, you're going with him? Or you got more woodworking to do?
Yes.
I thought that was Silas doing the woodworking.
How do you
No,
get
I've
Silas is
listed
doing
up
research.
enough. Quit trying to help me,
Library.
Sig.
My apologies, voice in this guy. We're just going for a jog. because we need to stretch our legs because we haven't done anything for a couple of days.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun. Don't get in
Thanks.
trouble.
So you take 216 damage.
Evasion. So we're gonna have that. And then what kind of damage is it?
DM damage.
Oh, yeah, I'm just dead.
Hmm.
I suffer a heart attack. Does anyone smell toast?
All right. So as Saturn and Sig quickly and definitely leave the inn that you guys are staying at, you guys are heading to the mayor's building.
Obviously.
Okay. As you enter, there is a what looks like a female tiefling sitting at the desk, kind of rummaging through some paperwork, shouting out back. And as you walk in, she goes, "Oh, I apologize. What brings you to the mayor's office today?"
I was hoping she's gonna be Roz.
I heard that there was a tournament of sorts going on, and I was looking to enter.
Well, if you want to enter the tournament, is that better for you? I can't. I can't do.
That's
Can't do the.
disgusting.
I can't do the Roz voice. Ugh. Well, if you wish to enter the tournament, you must meet with the mayor. He is currently a little busy. 1 second. Joe, you got an appointment. He'll see you in like 2 minutes.
You might want to slot me down for one right after, or if we can go at the same time, just save, he seems like a busy man.
Oh, I'm sure he will appreciate that. Thank you so much. The doors to her side open up, and you see kind of a ragged man, little portly, starting to bald. Yes, the appointment. Please enter. And he'll chauffeur you in and shut the door behind you. As he you go in, you see like this office is kind of a mess. There's like paperwork everywhere. You can tell like he's being red taped to death essentially. And he sits behind the desk with a sigh and says, "Oh yes, what can I do for the two of you today?"
We're here for the tournament.
Oh, you wish to compete? Individually
No, I
or?
wish to sell hot dogs.
Oh, I mean, I can get your job selling hot dogs at the tournament. That's fine.
Sarcasm, you idiot.
Sorry, as you can see, I'm awfully busy and I don't have time for happiness.
Coffee?
Pardon?
Coffee? Coffee? Coffee.
A coffee would do me good.
I'll bring you one. How about that? And then we just move along. We enter. It's a happy thing. Bingo? Bango? Bango? Boingo?
Okay. So both of you are entering in separately?
Yeah.
Very well. There is a 400 gold fee to enter.
Hey,
Which
well, I might need give me like an hour and a half.
oh, well,
I don't just carry that on me.
I mean, but if you knew you were coming to sign up, why would you not bring it with you?
I can't. I grabbed some. I did not grab that much.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm joking. How does it feel? 250 gold entry fee each. The winner will get 5,000 gold pieces and a shot at becoming a guard for Iandus.
Okay. I think I got that.
I don't have it on me.
How much do you got? Because I think plat's still 10 gold, right?
I have 100 gold.
One plat is 100 gold.
Period.
One plat's 100 gold?
Yes.
Oh, I got you, bro.
This is a conversation we had earlier.
Okay. So, fuck. All right. Well, if I got 47 platinum and I need to give him what, 500 gold?
Yep.
Carry that on you?
That's 5 platinum.
You don't carry platinum on you? I give him the platinum. It's 5 coins.
No, I generally don't.
He checks it. Very good. He hands over waivers, and as you read it, it's that the Raventown will not be responsible for any damage you may receive. They do their best to make it so it is a safe environment and a safe tournament. However, unforeseen circumstances do occur, and that they will not be responsible, and they will not be required to compensate you or your family for any accidental injuries or deaths.
Are there rules?
The rule is to do your best and don't die.
That's it.
Yes.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of some people. Hopefully.
There's nothing that is barred from the tournament, as it is a test to show how strong you will be to be on Iandis' guard.
So there are rules. So there's no third partying, is what I'm reading.
Yeah, like no outside help, obviously, yes. That's in the fine print.
Okay. I'm not saying I would cheat, but I'm just anticipating my opponent's cheating. Wow,
no, I
that makes me
sign
sound
it.
like a cheater. Ugh.
I sign it.
Disgusted with myself.
Okay. You saying it and you feel like a warm glow will flow through you. This is a magically binding contract.
If it matters, I scribble really hard on the paper, so it's very difficult to read any sort of letters in there, whether
Yeah.
it's magical or not.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. They might know me magically, but they don't got my name yet.
So all I need is I'm assuming the time and the place was on the contract.
Yes, it will be actually in 2 days' time, at high noon.
Where?
There in the courtyard outside of the keep, where the executions were.
All right. Fantastic. I will see you then.
Oh, I won't be there, but good luck.
Who will be there? I'm assuming you would be overseeing it.
No, I have too much work to do. I'm not sure which city Iandis plans on being in for the tournaments this year, but you will at least see his second in command there.
You do have an inkling of an idea. Come on. If I'm going to be serving on the man's guard, I'd like to know who would be the individual.
Well, if you wish, I will send a request to Iandis himself, so he will be here for it.
That is not specifically what I was asking. I was just more curious.
It will either be him or his second in command.
Okay.
I
No need to put them in the request.
trust his second.
Just...
I trust his second in command with all. What the fuck is that, banana?
What?
What the fuck is that
Oh,
in
that's
game
what
chat?
I imagine the mayor looks like. The Duke from Resident Evil 8.
Oh my god. He says I just trust his second in command 100%. So it'll be one of the two.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is there anything else that I can help you with today?
Thank you, Monsieur Mayor. I did not get your name.
Joe.
Joe?
Did you not hear her yell my name when you arrived?
I'm embarrassed. My apologies.
You, my friend, are not very observant. I hope you are more observant when you are in battle, or you will not last very long in this tournament.
You are lucky you are sitting in that chair and not competing. Fantastic. I'll be back with coffee. Black, cream, sugar.
Black,
Okay.
please.
Black. Understood. Monsieur, turning to Saturn. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Fantastic. I'll be back with coffee.
All right, and he will get back to doing his mountains of paperwork.
And I will bring him coffee.
And he will greatly appreciate it. All right. Is anyone doing anything else?
I'm gonna spend an entire day in the library looking for schemas of the keep, as well as if there's any other this forbidden knowledge I can just browse. Pretty much like trying to keep out of like sight from the. Like, I don't know, he's cool with me. It's just gonna be like, I'm not gonna make it obvious what I'm looking for, but just more like, I don't know.
All right.
Hold on. Words. Look. Number one, looking for schemas of the keep. 2, looking to see if there's any forbidden knowledge that would not want to be found about of followers of Bane.
All right. Make an investigation check for me.
Okay. I do pray to my god beforehand. Just give me like a D4 as well.
Okay. Good old guidance.
Mm-hmm. Investigation.
Yeah, so
Damn.
with that roll plus a d4, you quickly peruse through the sections and you don't find anything for Jesus Christ. You don't find
Damn.
any schematics for the keep. Well, that's not true. You do find some old schematics, but it specifically says on them that these are no longer up to date, as it was over 100 years ago on these schematics. So you do have a copy of keep schematics. Whether or not they're accurate, you're not sure. Probably not. As far as your other information, you do come across a section that is kind of blocked off, and there's a padlock as well as a locked door, and you try your key and it fits, and you're able to open up and go inside. And as you are investigating, you do find on a dusty old tome that you wouldn't even think to check, like it's like hidden away. Just with that roll, it's to you it's obvious, plain as day. Anyone else would have missed this a million times over. And it's a history book called The Origin of the Dragon Riders, and it goes into detail how originally there were 20 dragon riders who perused both the continents to keep peace. And then one day, they were betrayed. Let me get this name right. They were betrayed by Aiden. And you would know that to be the current leader. And his dragon, Jormungand. Have I given you guys those names before?
No.
And they created a spell powerful enough to lock the current matriarch, where she is unable to break out of her bonds, and she's pretty much just think of a queen ant that does nothing but lay eggs. That's all she does. She is at this point she is very old in years. And what happened was the Aiden and his devout followers betrayed the rest of the riders. So these 12 riders turned on 8 of them, and were able to slay all of them. There's rumors that one of the riders with the gold dragon was able to escape, and they have not been able to hunt them down, and they don't know where they are currently. But this gave rise to the current dragon riders, the Order of Saint Gregorie, if I remember correctly.
Okay then. That's good to know. So I'll pass the information along to the team that
Yes, the Order of Saint Gregorie.
the Order of Saint Gregorie is the current riders, correct?
Correct.
So, Aiden, the current leader, betrayed the 20 and restarted his own faction.
Well, they've always been the Order of Saint Gregorie.
Okay.
So, but now Aiden is in charge of it and very particular on who he lets in.
Okay. Do we have the names of the new 12 people here?
No.
Wait, I have a question. I'm sorry, I have a question real quick.
Go ahead.
There were 20 Dragon Riders originally.
Yep.
12, Aiden plus 11 followers, making 12, turned and killed the other 8 who were not followers of Aiden.
Who did not
Is that what
follow the
happened?
beliefs of Aiden that, they should block this matriarch and only have her producing the eggs and pretty much enslave her.
How long ago was that?
About 500 years ago at this point.
Okay, so our old dragon wizard probably knows the story.
They said the gold dragon's rider escaped, presumably with the gold dragon. Who we know who that is. So, if the name's been struck from history, what was the name?
There are
How do we know what the name was?
There are no names in the book besides Aiden and Jormungand.
Were all the dragon riders martial based?
No.
Yeah, it's probably Vance, and it's sad. Is Vance that old?
Potentially,
that-
potentially,
Okay,
but
is that
maybe
powerful?
not. He could
Okay, so
potentially
it'd
be that
close.
old. You never really asked.
It's probably I mean, like. Yeah. Again, do we want to ask the guy that was there? If you want, you could probably ask the guy that was there.
That's a good question, but I don't know. Brain fart. This we might want to be in a more secure area for that.
Great job, Silas. That was an awesome piece of data to pull.
That was
Thank you.
great.
I would I would make notes somehow, but I would keep the book there and lock up once I'm done. And make a note of where the book was. Like maybe have like tear out a piece of paper and not tear out a piece of paper, but like bookmark it somehow myself so I can easily find it again.
Okay.
So Vigo will look at Sig and go, doesn't your order have something to do with a dragon of some kind?
To be honest, it was not the. I did not pay the best of attention in the history of the order classes. I was mostly trying to recover from the bruises, but from my
Make a
understanding,
history check with disadvantage. Sig.
absolutely. History. Boop.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. But from my best understanding, our belief is more from the Vega Bahamut and less to do with the actual dragon. We traveled a lot. From my understanding, at some point where they might have been a part of these riders, we diverged, and were more inspired by the dragons themselves and exemplifying them than we were with cooperating with. And
Okay, so
we're
the founder
subjecting
of
them
your
to what
order. Okay, so the
the-
founder of your order may not have been the escaped dragon rider on the gold dragon.
Maybe I'm going to be honest. I do not know. I'm not the. Do not know. Ours is more religious based than practical dragon connection based.
No, I mean I can understand that. Okay, but you are followers of the platinum dragon Bahamut. You said so that would be more your connection than anything else.
Yes. We exemplify the dragons, but we do not. It does not have a specific connection to the dragon. It's complicated.
Okay. Um, okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Do we think that this new piece of lore we've just uncovered is something that Myrmidon and Raedra need to be made aware of?
Why not we ask Miraman? Is he out here with us? I thought he was here with us.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
Points to empty chair.
Looking at him, he has this very distant look to him, like he's checked out.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reliving my past.
I believe that might actually be good for us, and I will do my best to explain what we discovered. And you are old and wizened. Were you there? What can you tell us that the history books do not contain?
I am that dragon that escaped. But what the history books don't tell you is that my rider did not make it. As we were fleeing, he was struck down by a magical spell from one of the other riders. I'm not sure which. And it almost caused me to go into a fury. But I knew that in order to save my wife, I had to leave.
Your wife?
Yes, my wife is the one that is currently being held and controlled. She is the one
So
that...
you're the king?
No. Definitely not a king.
But you are the patriarch.
For lack of a better
If
term,
she is
yes.
the matriarch, that makes you the patriarch.
That is fair. And I'm not
I,
telling you this, and do not let her find out. But our daughter Raedra is hellbent to free her.
Wait a minute. Raiders are dragon too?
Like I said, I did not tell you that information.
Who's a dragon? What?
The
The
boss lady that we all work for, that runs this whole organization that Vance works for, is his daughter.
I don't know why you pick on Vance so much. He is actually a very powerful wizard and very esteemed in our order.
I think it is because he is powerful and because he is esteemed that we pick on him.
He's very bad at teleportation.
And that.
And that. I think that's it. He's like,
It's
he's
a
very
punching up deal, you know? Like, we're
very
punching
bad.
up.
That's enough.
So since I've kept this a secret, I've done good, right?
Yes. Thank
You did awesome.
Oh, that was marvelous.
I'm surprised this one didn't tell you as he points at Mood. He's known
Huh?
for some time now.
Yeah.
They've known for some time now.
What's the difference?
Hey.
What? He's a dragon. You're a human. What's the difference?
Digger's gonna let out like a contained sigh.
Well,
I
If
do
we're
not
put-
have the time, the
You're-
patience,
You're
or
both
the
mortal.
energy
I mean, it's like
to explain this to you.
you come to the material plane. You're mortal. You die at some point. What? I don't see a big difference.
I mean, I thought they said to keep it a secret. So, I mean, that's why you didn't tell us.
That's also true. They were a little wary of it. So I mean, heck. It didn't seem like that big of a deal.
I'm okay. Fine, you're right. It is not that big of a deal. I probably would
If-
not go blabbing about
if-
it to people, but you're fine. It is not that big of a deal.
If
Fine.
the slavers found out that I was here, they would be after me in a heartbeat.
That's very true. It's very true. That is why we have to be very careful with our plan.
Monsieur, do you feel? If you feel unsafe here, you are more than welcome to return to safety.
You have asked me to help you, and I will stay to help. After all, we are trying to free my wife.
That is what you wish.
Okay. So we're waiting for tomorrow before the guardsman's family turns up sick. Is that the plan?
Yes, I still go back to the farm. People do my farm thingy. How
No.
many farm workers are there?
Overall, there are the farmer and his wife, 4 farm hands, and the farmer and wife's 1 daughter and 1 son.
Okay, I will turn them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It-
not
it
going to
should
bother
be-
them because you're just
yeah,
going to
it
keep
should
doing
be
it until they
decently easy,
fail.
yep.
So
Yeah, that should be easy.
yeah, they're just commoners. So
Yep.
easy enough to
Now they're commoners that won't die to normal things
do. This is true.
because their orders are just be normal, live your life, be happy, whatever. Okay.
All right.
We go to nighttime.
I think bedtime. I'm sorry. I'm still reeling from that reveal. That was fucking beautiful. That was great. I'm sorry. That was awesome.
So, remember when we accidentally bumped into each other in like Brandon's stream over Christmas? And you were like, "Oh, is there anything that was revealed?" I was like, "That was revealed to me like that week."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we would figure that out. We figured that out when we dream talked to them to get more information.
oh, that was awesome. Okay, like that was awesome.
It's almost as good as you guys having the sending stone that was
Oh my god.
what's his name's?
Yep.
Shit.
The bad guys.
Yeah, the bad guy's like second in command. Fuck, what was his name? Where was the main guy? Atticus. Atticus. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good times. All right, yeah. So it's nighttime. You're turning people. Anyone want to do anything else today?
No.
All right. You wake up in the morning, feeling refreshed. One more day till the tournament.
How did the transition go?
Smooth, seamless.
Perfect.
You're gonna take over my town anyways, so you know. Why fight it at this point? As you guys are wandering around town and looking around, you do notice that the area outside the keep, the execution area is gone. They're building. Lord, I mean, just be. That's fair. They're building like almost like a set of bleachers. It's a full-on coliseum kind of being built here just for this tournament. Asking around, you find out that they do this every year just for the tournament. And people are getting hyped and excited for it.
Do they see more going around and like just talking to people? Do they see more hype for this than they did for the executions?
Yes, this is entertainment. The execution is a punishment, essentially.
It's unfortunately that it's to the death. Or else I kind of want to see how good would do in the tournament.
I don't think they said to the death. Did they?
Like out of character. It seems implied.
No,
by all
it's
the-
not to the death. The mayor even said, "Don't die."
And the waiver, just says possible. If it was guaranteed, I think they would put that there. Like the waiver was not set up for to the death waiver is all I'm saying.
I mean, I think that feels unnecessarily risky to have your potential individual protecting you fight to the death and risk maimment
Well,
or
they're-
a significant injury. That does not seem functional to me.
They're not your protector yet. If they're any good, they won't get maimed.
I feel like that's splitting hairs. If the goal is to seek potential recruits,
If they're really good, you fix them
That
fair
too.
point.
because, like, it's actually not terribly hard to fix them. I can't do it, but I think our lovely divine boy can. So, I mean, you could probably have the best one get almost destroyed, and then you just fix them, and then now you have a amazing person.
Makes sense.
I cannot argue with that. To be quite honest.
Yeah, but since none of us are registered for the tournament, we're just going to go spectate, right? I mean, or we could just avoid it altogether because I mean, we don't care about it anymore, right? Because that's not part of our plan, right?
We should definitely look, because whoever does win will
Wait a
be a
second.
guard. So we should know where they are, so maybe we could turn them.
Is a shot at
Wait.
being a guard.
Yes, as a shot at being a guard. So, but that's another guard we know of.
That's fair.
Okay, so I'll go buy us all tickets so we can all sit in the bleachers together, right?
I probably shouldn't go.
You can be the awning. You can be Ivy crawling up the side of the
Ivy
bleachers.
crawling up the side of the bleachers. I mean, I could watch. But not be
Vigo
there.
looks at Saturn and Sagan goes, right?
So, listen, do you want to be mad at me now or mad at me later?
I misheard you. I thought you said go sign up for the tournament tomorrow, not don't sign up for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yeah, that too.
My bad, guys.
I get. Yeah, that's sorry.
Really? That's the excuse you're gonna go with?
Make an insight check, boys. Make a deception check.
What? I'm pretty sure that they can see through my lie.
I'm not really trying to lie. Like, it's like we're gonna get discovered anyway, so I'm not really trying to lie. It's more of a, I'm asking, like, what are you gonna do now?
Come
Well,
on,
Saturn's not
Sig.
trying to lie, so therefore that should be a disadvantage.
I would say that you would just kind of know just from the tone of my voice. So
I've known you since days on the ship.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
You're
I shouldn't
lying
have-
through your teeth. I know that,
Yes.
shipmate.
I agree with you, and that's why I'm saying I shouldn't even rolled because you already knew it.
That one is fair. Sig, though, I still need a deception check from you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I shouldn't even get the
Yeah,
disadvantage.
that's fair,
Oh,
Saturn.
that was a disadvantage.
17
But
is
it's still,
still
it doesn't
yeah.
matter anyway.
Yeah, Vigo, they're lying through their teeth, especially Saturn. You know him too well.
What it cost you?
Some of these coins that I had laying around.
Just a few?
Honestly, I don't use them for a lot anyway. So yeah, just a few. Do you want
Are
some?
you gonna win?
Probably. I don't know.
One
Six
of
pretty
us
good
will.
though.
Well, I was told you guys aren't allowed to bet on yourselves.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
I
what
can't-
you're here for.
Oh, I see. So now you want to tell me the truth. That's gonna cost you.
I'm confused.
I'll bet your money on you, but I get a cut.
No, you're
I
gonna
get
bet
paid.
your money on me.
I'll
Now,
bet
if I bet my money on you, that's my business. If I bet my money on you, that's my business. That's my risk. But if you want to bet
Acting
your
is-
money, if I got to bet your money on you, I get paid for taking a risk. That's the rule, Saturn. You know that.
Well, that's not Saturn's not betting. Saturn's
Ah.
just going in. Sig looks pretty strong. I don't think I'll get a good payout unless you're saying that I'll go down to Sig in the second round.
If you take a dive, no, no dives,
What are the rules to this tournament?
I
Don't
hit my
die.
elbow.
no third partying. That's basically it.
Okay. So you could use any means of combat?
There wasn't anything specifically outlawed.
Okay.
I'm assuming I have a copy of the contract.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand it to Moot. Just like, here you go.
Is he gonna get hit with a dominate person and lose?
No mind controlling
Okay.
is allowed.
Uh-huh.
Things that
Like there
all
should be,
like there's things like you could use an illusion, but you
Uh.
can't control a person's mind. You
Okay.
you can just fuck with them a bit.
Okay.
So,
is he gonna get teleported to the other side of the planet and
Nope.
lose?
nope, nothing like that. Nothing
Like,
that
is there a ring that he's gonna get pushed out of? That he could get pushed out of? That is a key? Like, I'm just thinking of the things that he can't win.
yeah, no, it's
You're a
it's-
capable fighter.
it's a contest of strength and ability or magical acuity to be able to defeat your opponent. The arbitrator will call it when it looks like one person has been defeated.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hit someone that is flying
Yes.
effectively?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hit someone that is 300 feet in the air?
Insert the gif of Puss in Boots going, well, I'm not really a maths guy. Like, just that gif. 300's a little beyond my range.
That
But
might
there's
be
not
an
many
issue.
things-
It's
there are
not
many
Puss in
things that are-
Boots, but
There are not many things that are faster than me, is the thing. So,
Okay.
so to get that far, that's gonna take some work.
You don't think someone could just fly straight up? Or teleport
I'm
straight
saying-
up? Or
I'm
teleport
saying
straight up?
Why would they teleport
Uh,
straight up?
So they teleport straight up to get out of range of his punches, and then fly,
Yeah, but
and then shoot him to death.
they're
Going
gonna
to be quite
fall
honest,
so fast that they're gonna have to teleport pretty high up. They're gonna have a pretty long range.
I'm going to be honest, I
Uh,
think that would be cowardly behavior and dishonorable.
but it's
And if I was
powerful.
and if I was running the tournament, I would go, you are disqualified for being a coward, and that is it. That is the end of it.
I don't think everyone is as honorable as you.
Well, then they should not be running a tournament.
Then you don't want to participate in their tournament?
Oh no, I wanted to participate. That's not what
Okay.
they said. Those are two different things.
So you do want to participate in their unhonorable tournament.
I'm saying I'm going to conduct myself with honor,
Against-
regardless of what my opponents are doing.
Okay. Don't you think you should maybe pack a way to shoot a flying enemy?
Well, I mean, what's the range? Like 300 feet?
Yeah, 300 feet.
300 feet.
300 feet. 600 feet, maybe?
It gets difficult. I figure something out.
But you don't
Could
want to
they
be.
hit me from that far away?
Yes. I could hit you from that far away. Let's say we were fighting.
Okay.
All right. Unless you can down me immediately.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Do you want to come over? We can
No,
try.
I'm going to jump the table and punch Moon in the face.
make it attack roll.
I'm
Does that hit mood?
And stunning strike.
Shield.
Hang on. No, we're gonna go this. This is. I have a point now. I have a point to make now.
Yeah, so he shields
Um,
and your blow glances off.
I'm gonna move that up to a 23 using focused aim. Actually, I'm gonna put 3 key points into this, so that's up to a 26.
Okay. I've already used action. Okay. I will. That will just hit me.
And then stunning strike.
That's what a con save.
And you're stunned.
I will.
oh,
Yeah.
I can use my lucky to reroll that. So I will.
Good. All right. Cool. I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. 18 misses.
Cool. I'm gonna blow another key point, flurry of blows.
Okay.
I've done this many. So that's 1, 2, 3.
So one of those hits.
Cool. Stunning strike again.
Okay.
Nope, you're stunned.
Ooh.
Give me a sec.
You're out of reaction, you're out of luck point. What else you got, bud?
Eric can make you the strongest character by the book. That's redonkulous.
I will turn that into a 10 and make it a 20. So that is now a 20.
Alright, that's my turn. That's all I got.
Okay.
So
I
Mood-
teleport 400 feet in the air, and then
yeah,
that's
for this
game.
we'll say you guys are outside.
And then that's game.
I got a better way.
GG.
I'm going to sit down. I'm exactly where I am. I'm just going to sit.
Okay.
In
I got
an active pose. Like a meditating pose.
All right, I got a better way to get mood down.
Now I would I would hit you with magic till you're dead. Like, I don't really want to fight you.
I don't know where you are. I'm just sitting here. I don't know where you are.
I will teleport him outside. Give me a wisdom save or a con save. Let's see.
You know, hindsight, just a question of like teleporting. If you're just gonna teleport yourself up
Con
that high
save.
wall, why don't you just teleport the other person that high up? So
I can't teleport him to a. You can re-roll that with. Yeah. You could re-roll that, and I will have advantage on my next roll.
Ooh, silvery barbs.
Yeah.
But I did not succeed. I'm just asking.
Now
I failed the con check.
with the 20,
Yes.
my DC is 18.
Okay, so I'm not going anywhere.
No, I'm saying you need to re-roll because I did another thing.
Yeah, he did silvery barbs.
Thank you. Sorry,
I did
did
silver
not
barbs.
understand.
No
Yeah,
worries.
yeah.
I did not understand.
You're fine. There's a fail. So you get teleported outside right underneath me so I can see you.
Okay.
And then you can have your turn if you feel like it. And then I could hit you with spells, but I don't want to hurt.
But he's 300 feet above me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk back inside.
Okay. Well, I brought you. Okay, so if we are, where's the inn?
Number 2. I believe that's when
two,
you guys are
okay.
staying at.
So you are outside the city wall now, in that little bushy area. Ish. Yeah, you're right. So you're right at that bushy area because we don't want to show people we're fighting. We're not that stupid.
I'm just gonna start walking back.
Okay.
My plan's foolproof to get mood down. I definitely get mood down, lying down on the job, right there.
I need you to
Okay.
give. I gotta figure out how this spell works. I need you to give me a. Because I haven't used it yet. I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Are you banishing Sig?
I am not.
Okay.
You are asleep for 24 hours.
Hang on. So you are affecting me with the
Well-
sleep condition, correct?
No, you are in a deep slumber for 24 hours that is immune to being unable to be put to sleep.
DM, I'm gonna need your ruling on this. How does that interact with that?
You can't use your action because you don't have a chance to.
Right. Well, this is a charm. This is charmed
no,
or frightened.
sorry.
It's not
It's not even charmed
Okay.
or frightened.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
It's just you're asleep.
I'm just asking. Okay.
So, I guess I'll carry him back to the thing and just put him down on the table and be like, "We don't want this happening."
you guys were outside of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get us back inside.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I'll say 50
teleport us
silver.
back in.
50 silver to come back
No,
in.
I'll teleport us back in.
Okay.
I'll be like, we don't want something like this happening. He'll die.
I presume you did something wiggly finger at him instead of actually doing something fisticuff with him?
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt him.
Okay, well, that's good. Is he going to make it? Is he going to be awake
Yeah,
tomorrow?
He just asleep for 24 hours, or I could wake him up whenever. I think I can wake him up whenever. Let's see.
It'll be kind of hard for him to enter the tournament if he's sleeping tomorrow.
That's very true.
It's on you.
Very true.
Well, technically, it's early morning, so he would be awake before the tournament at noon.
Yeah, but let Mood sweat for a second, or perspire, or ooze, or whatever he does.
It's a little harder. We might need. Oh, that's a little harder to wake him up. Oh, I've never used this magic before. I've had it prepped, but it's. I didn't think it would be that Can you remove the effects of? We can throw him through the barrier if need be.
That's your plan.
Do you have greater restoration?
Or let me guess, a remove curse.
No, only greater restoration.
What did you cast on him?
I casted enhanced bloom upon him.
What level is greater restoration?
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, I can get that.
Okay, so he'll be fine. Or we can poke him with a knife, and you can keep healing him until he has the forcive personality enough to wake up.
Yeah, I'll just get greater restoration first thing in the morning and wake him up.
Okay. Alrighty, well, so I think we've learned that he should pack a bow to the fight he's going to go to. Or at least throwing knives or something.
Psych, I can't use bows.
Oh boy.
Sure,
Psych, I
kids.
have throwing knives.
Sure,
I do
okay.
have them. They just 300 feet out of range.
But you could fly a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could like fly up and then throw him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing math in my head. Also, out of character, that I can't tell if that went precisely to plan or exactly against my plan. I haven't decided yet. Hang on, so I can go.
If I'm looking at that contract, are summons legal?
Go 180. I max out around 250.
Like something you
That's my
cast
range.
as a summon. Yes.
Yeah, something you cast as a summon.
Yeah,
Is
like
that
you could
legal?
summon a demon or whatever if you wanted to. Might cause an uproar, but you could do it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a. I don't know who's gonna. I don't know what's showing up, but there's a lot of. I don't know.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah. Well, we need. Well, did we figure?
Words.
Are hard.
Silas, do you want to try to figure out if Whoosy Whatsy is going to be at our event?
I could do that during the let me do that during the day since it's already been 24 hours since the last time I checked that. And I'll ask a few more questions.
Because if he's not, we need to make sure one of you two win.
Honestly, I think the best option is going to be to how am I going to say this? I think our best option is going to be actually attacking or having somebody investigate during the tournament while there's stuff going on.
To do what?
We might want somebody to see if they can infiltrate the keep while the tournament is happening.
That's not a bad idea. To do our scout thing to get the lay of the land of the keep that would probably be a great day to do it.
Yeah, except one of the people involved in the big scout thing is involved in the tournament.
Yeah.
You're involved in the tournament?
There's a whole discussion between myself and Sig about him using one of his abilities, Step of the Wind, to get us into the castle at the precise moment we needed to.
Well, couldn't Cora play that part?
The way Sig does it is he goes in and then he stealths around with me for a couple seconds and then he gets me back out. If Cora does it, I'm literally riding a drake into the keep to land. Think landing a hang glider in the middle of Buckingham Palace and trying to be unnoticed. The first time Cora went in, it was sheer dumb luck. The guards weren't looking in the right direction. That was random luck. We pulled that off.
How high does the barrier go?
It goes over the top.
Yeah. How high does the barrier go?
Roughly about 100 feet above the top of the keep. It's about 100 feet around the whole thing that the barrier is.
Okay.
Well within bow range, for people that carry those things.
No, I'd say more like 50 feet, not 150. I'll say 50.
Okay.
I'm willing to hold off the scouting mission to see how the tournament goes first. We can always scout later.
Okay.
We might not have to if one of you wins or both of you
Yeah, that's true.
become a guard. Then we wouldn't even have to risk the scouting mission.
Yeah, that's also solid. Yeah, let's focus on making sure one of them wins. Or we could, I mean, our entry's still open. We could throw some more people at it.
Not you.
No, not me. But we could throw some more people at it.
The only person I think we could throw would be Silas or maybe Melisande.
Melisande
doubt
would be very good at this.
she might be, but I don't know that she really wants to at this point. I can't speak for her, but I'm not willing to send her in.
I'll ask Mel the off week and we'll see if she wants to join it, and if so, we'll retroactive that.
Because she'll be really good, especially if she can use. Well, we don't want to. Can't show Cora. Never mind. We can't show Cora.
Can't show Cora.
Can't show
I
Cora.
would not plan on showing Cora at that point.
You can't show
that's
Cora.
an ace in the hole.
No, she can't. No, she shouldn't jump into it then. Can't show
No,
Cora.
well, there's no reason why she shouldn't. I mean, you always use a skilled archer.
Can't show Cora.
So I think our two prime fighters are the ones that should be going in. I agree with this so far, although they didn't tell us the truth up front, and the whole "I misunderstood you" just glared Saturn. Anyway, but
I mean,
you can glare at Sig, but he won't respond.
you can. We've been friends long enough at this point, Vigo. We've both done stupid things. Sometimes I just know what I can ask forgiveness for.
sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission, because I would have said no the first time.
You already did.
You make your call and you make your play, and I'll back down this one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Mood. One thing. Remember, no third party influence. So when they get in the ring, they're on their own. We cannot reach out. No wiggly finger stuff from the outside.
Well, we got to. What if we split that difference? What if we split that difference? What if we try to make one of them win with everything we have possible to see if we can get it through, and then even if we're caught with that one, we don't help the other one at all. So we have one person playing fair and we have one person cheating. We do everything we can to make sure the one that we get cheating is winning, as long as they don't go up against each other. We make sure that we try to get the one that we try to get one person, we cheat as much as we can, trying the best we can not to get caught, and then even if we get caught, we get disqualified, we still have another person running, and or we have an even better chance of this one person that we do with cheating to win, and then it increases our chances that someone that we have will win.
Right,
but even if we fail at cheating, we are not out of the running.
Saturn, how do you feel about that?
I don't want to cheat.
And do you think that Sig is going to want to cheat?
No. So maybe we should throw a third in. I don't know who.
I mean, as long as you're, willing to let that third have to fight one of us, because it also increases the chance of us fighting us.
Well, if that happens, we just have them throw that fight.
Okay, so let's go. All right, so best case scenario, Sig wins up to the final round. Saturn also wins up to the final round. They got to face each other at some point.
Then they do whatever, and one of them wins. And we have someone in the keep. Worst case scenario, we get the one that we push and gets caught cheating, they get disqualified, and both of them get beaten. That's the worst. And then if we help one person cheat, they get up to one of our honest guys. We let the honest guy win because the one guy just throws, quits, whatever. And then we hope for the best after the fact. Or the last guy gets in, we figure out a way to cheat that we haven't gotten caught yet. Our one guy might lose, or we think is definitely going to lose, and then we help them cheat at that point. In which then we got to do everything we can to keep a horse in the race. So it'd be more of like, how much can we cheat? Then when do we cheat? Because I think we need to make sure one of us wins. And if we can do it without cheating, great. But if we can't, we should probably resort to it.
You better be really good at cheating, because if I catch that you're cheating for me, I might just throw the last one.
I mean, you can go fight the guy that you were going to fight later and then give him to the thingy. It's more of a, we need to be able to get it to the keep, right? I guess the question is, what's more important, the integrity of this fight or saving his wife? That will be my question to you.
Saturn, do you want to talk about Warrior's honor?
Yeah, if I catch you cheating for my behalf, I'm just going to identify it and ask to be disqualified. I mean, that's... Yeah, that cheating is not good. I mean, we're entering a tournament. A tournament's not just, combat. It's not like we're on the battlefield. It's supposed to be done with, there's rules. And if you don't follow the rules, then it's not really a tournament.
Yeah, but we don't, at least, I don't think the point is the tournament. The point is the prize.
But the rules are the tournament.
Yeah, but okay, we can say you cheated after the fact, after we taken over the keep.
That's not
and then
good.
Why not? I mean, I guess here's my question: what's the difference between lying about who we are now or cheating in this tournament?
I don't recall lying about who I am.
You're gonna say that you're from the Southern Continent when the person interviews you, maybe when the second in command interviews you.
We never got this far. I just signed up for a tournament. They didn't even ask my name. I just scribbled some stuff down on a piece of paper.
What did you scribble down?
I just scribbled. Some of them look like letters, though.
Okay.
Let me try. Let me put it this way to you, Mood. In my profession, the line of work that I am good at, I'm a thief. I freely admit, I acquire things for a living that may or may not belong to me. But I'm an honest guy. I deal with people that most society doesn't like to admit exist in the world. No king ever wants to admit that a guild of my friends exist in their city or their kingdom. But believe me, they do in every single city and kingdom. Because sometimes the people in charge, the kings and the ladies and the men of the court, the princes and whatever, they have to get their hands a little dirty, but they don't want to do it themselves. So they come and find somebody like me or my compatriots who have other skills. I'm not as good on the field of battle as Saturn or as Sig, but I have other skills they don't. I excel at doing things even you can't do. But I'm honest about what I do. I told you before, if I'm going to go and earn honest gold dishonestly, I'm going to be honorable about how I earn it. I explained all that before. I don't want to have to go back over the rules of honest thievery again.
Mm-hmm.
On the field of battle, his honor is what matters to him. No matter if you admit later, oh, by the way, I cheated to win the tournament. He'll never live that down. He can't. That's part of what he is that sense of honor that he carries with him, that he faced honorably against his opponent. Am I right, Saturn?
It sounds right, but there's a lot of words there, and I might have gotten crossed somewhere. I'm
That's okay.
not gonna
That's
lie.
it's part of what I do. But he's got to fight the good fight. He's got to fight and win, so that every day when he looks at himself in the looking glass and he picks up his weapon, he goes, today I'm going to go out and do a good job. He knows he's gotten where he is because he did it honorably. If we cheat to support him, we've stolen from him his honor. And the only way he can get it back is to kill us. And I don't want him to try to kill me. So I don't think we should cheat for either one of these two. If anything, cheat for one of their opponents, but do it so you get caught. But understand, there's going to be consequences. And I personally don't want to face any consequences. I say we put our two boys in there, let them go for it. And if they wind up, best case scenario, fighting each other at the end for the title, the gloves come off and they throw down, smack it down, and let's see what the hell happens. And let the guy who wins win.
But what if they lose?
Then we're no worse off than before when you guys said no one's entering the tournament.
Well, we
There you
kind
go.
of are. Because now, well, we don't know yet whether or not the one guy is officiating. If that's true, it's incredibly dangerous to win the tournament. Let's hope not, because there's a bunch of other tournaments around. But if we don't, it puts all of our lives at risk. Much more so than if we cheat and we win.
If we cheat and get caught, it puts all of our lives at much more risk than if we lose. If we lose, we fade into obscurity. If we cheat and get caught, then they're not gonna sit there and go, "Oh, this one warrior, this one fighter, all of a sudden had all this magic stuff." They're now gonna go looking for who has the magical ability to push to cheat, because they are gonna pull me. And even if I say nothing, they will realize that I do not have the magical capabilities to cheat in the fashion that just happened. That is how you will get found out. If I just go and lose, I'm just a schmuck from out of town that lost.
I guess the question is, how would we cheat in the first place?
We don't. That's the beauty of it.
How would we cheat in the first place?
I mean, I have ideas of how we could have
That's the
cheated.
beauty of
But
Do you have an idea of how we can cheat in the first place?
We don't cheat. That's the beauty of it. Let it happen. They're either as good as they say they are, or they're not.
this is something. Let them have it out. They're gonna. If they get into trouble, I'm sure we can figure out a way to get them out of it. If that time comes, but there's not. Unless there's some huge person we've overlooked in this entire town who's trying to become a guard. Again, these are people who aren't guards. These are some locals who are trying to fight up and raise up. So it's not like Aendis himself is coming down to bring down the hammer, or even hit this legendary
He might.
this legendary gator person that they're talking about.
Well,
It's just the locals,
well,
simple folk.
the lack of. Well, I mean, we don't know who's in the fight. We don't know how easy you guys can win the fight. Again, it's more of a you only cheat when you think you're going to lose.
And I don't think either two of these is going to lose.
You don't think
If
either
it
of them
comes
is gonna
down-
lose?
I will put money on it that neither of these people are going to lose.
That's very true, because if we've looked at the guards that are in the actual keep, and this tournament has happened a few times. They're not more powerful than them.
I'm sure that if one of us, any one of us, went berserk and went on a rampage, we could destroy probably 3/4 of the city before they made a dent in us.
Oh shoot! This thing.
Oh,
Good speech.
So let them enter. Let them have it out. If it's their time, it's their time. And I think during this, I'll commune with and see if Iandis is going to be has plans to come here or not. And
that's very important. Well, if he does plan to come here, what are we doing?
They have the tournament and let them go through it, and they'll be put up in the keep for the night probably as a celebration.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Let's actually try something. We've been in this town for a week with no plan. This is our best plan so far that can be actualized. So let's do this. And if this doesn't come to fruition, the next thing we can try is try to go in stealthily using Sige and Vigo's approach. If that doesn't work, I say we just go for a blitzkrieg attack at that point and just overwhelm them. I honestly think we've overcomplicated this thing. We have a lot of information. We have a lot of goodwill with the people.
Do we have a lot of goodwill with the people?
We've created 4 seasons worth of crops in 4 days. That's going to be a huge windfall for the entire community.
They don't know it's us. They know it's this family of farmers. And their new druid friend.
I'm guaranteeing people are talking.
I think people don't know. Well, people don't know who we are because we're doing our job correctly.
Trust me. I think there's enough sentiment of there's been enough violence already, and I know this tournament is supposed to be a valve cap to allow the people to satisfy their urges and everything. But I think there's still a boiling point that's about to happen, and if they find the right people to get behind, and there's rumors, even if they see, hey, isn't that the druid that's helping that was at that family's house, or that family comes in and tells them about it. Hey, my librarian friend, he's probably talking to all the other intellectuals in the town. There's probably people talking at the bars and everything about how these people have been talking. The Thieves Guild has been talking. There's rumors and everything going below the surface, probably.
We haven't really done anything for maybe everyone but the farm people. We've just kind of showed up and asked questions. To be honest, that's all we've really done. We've showed up, been like, hey, what about this? Here's 20 gold. Has kind of been what we've done with everybody.
That's a lot of goodwill. Even this paying people, hey, what's up? Here's 20 gold. How you doing?
That we're information brokers?
Yeah, who pay well.
I think for the Blitzkrieg, we definitely need more time to build actual goodwill. We're setting up. We've definitely set the ground foundation for like getting that goodwill, but I think we just have to do it. We're in positions to do so. We got the farmhand, which she's probably been great at. We have the wood shop where he's apprenticing. Like you said, the farm people have been getting the crops. We have inns at the bar. I'm hoping we could solidify a little bit more of what we want to do with the bar, because we're kind of like not doing anything with the bar right now because we haven't figured out exactly what we want to do with the bar right now. But that would also be a great place to build, like at minimum. What if some of us go down there and buy drinks for, like, we work out with the bar owner and then, like, buy drinks for the bar, and then we become incredibly friendly with all of the bar patrons, or something around that, something that gets an actual building of goodwill is something we probably should do, right?
Yeah, but honestly, let them even just go through the tournament and see what happens. This is fast approaching. This is a deadline we need to hit. So let's hit this deadline.
They go to the tournament. Dragon Guy shows up. We will have to fight him there. Okay, let's not even let's say he's not even that good. Dragon Guy shows up. Worst case scenario, he does find out we're us. We should be prepared to fight him there. This is the we go to fight. He's there. We keep doing the fight, and then something goes wrong, and he comes in thinking, "What are we doing about that then?" Because all right, we'll go do the fight. Because it's more less likely he won't be there. What do we do if things go south? What is the plan for when things go south?
We're thick.
So I'm gonna
Valid
cut you off
question.
there.
Yeah, we cut it off
It
there.
is
We
currently
got
at
that to plan.
12:11. So I'm loving this, and I hate to interrupt it, but we do need to stop tonight. So
Okay.
we can pick this up next week there.
Great discussion. Great questions being asked on both sides.
Yes.
Good points. Everybody,
I'm
good job
loving
underwriting.
this. I really am.
Quality content.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you guys want to continue it in the planning one, you can do that as well. Or we can just pick it up right here next week on chat.
Either one, right?
But yeah,
Thanks, Brandon. Had a great time.
hey, no problem.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna raid a channel who's playing Minecraft, and I will see you lovely folks later. I gotta go right in order.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, good night.